Dagger Guild.
I didn't catch that question. Did anybody?
We're not using Roll20 for this.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just heard people calling Roll20 or something.
No, we're on. Make sure you got your D&D Beyond character sheet up.
Yes.
And
I'm trying to find the potion of healing. I'm seeing greater healing and superior healing, but where's regular potion of healing?
should just be potion of healing.
Yeah.
Add it to the character.
I have a potion of healing greater. That's
Yeah,
it's called.
it's called just potion of healing.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure why they call it greater.
There is a greater one.
There is a greater.
It's greater.
Yeah, greater is 44 instead of 2D.
All right. Well, it didn't show up in my inventory, so I have the greater one. I'll just roll half that much, D.
Just write it down so you know you got it.
I got it.
Doesn't add it. Okay, so I put out on that messenger chat last week to think of what your character would be doing outside on a normal day.
I sent you my character's itinerary. I can't say the word, but you know what I'm saying.
Itinerary, yeah. Yeah. So that was quite detailed. I appreciate that.
I've had too much fun with that, and I do apologize.
Oh, it's okay. In fact, tell the group what would your character be doing outside right now?
Well, I don't have the list with me.
Well, what would you think what would Wolford be doing outside on any
Well,
given
is
day?
it early morning, mid morning, early afternoon, late evening?
Whatever you choose.
Well, right now I would say his day's coming to a close. His sister, who they do the shopping at the end of the day after they finish their training, and the merchant's daughter has recently confessed her feelings for him. So he's still struggling to cope with that. He says, "So my childhood friend just told me that she loved me and wants me to marry her. I have to adjust for that." And he took him shopping. He's like, "I need to come up with a way to, I don't know, explain this to myself." He had no romantic feelings for him. So his sister and him and Serena, who's the merchant's daughter, are actually doing the shopping right now.
Okay, so you're outside shopping?
Yep. I would get, if you want, for plot reasons, you could say they're heading back to the temple. They do have to go through a stretch of woods. I think that might work with what you're planning.
Okay. Let me say this correctly. Is it Bellalad?
Yep.
Okay. What would Bellalad be doing outside?
Probably just reading. Nothing fancy, just reading, researching.
Okay. What would is it Gilmus?
Yes. Same thing. She will be just reading outside.
Okay. Piper. What's Piper doing outside?
I think he'll like scouting around looking for stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not writing his I haven't created his background like too extensively. I just figure we'll go around the campaign and figure it out.
Yeah. Well, he's probably outside hunting for food or something. All right.
Oh, which town are we starting in?
You don't know that yet.
Oh, okay. So let's just assume that.
Okay.
Part-time.
Now, Matt, are you going by Soft Cloud or Cronus?
Well, see, most people call me Soft Cloud. Some people call me Cronus. It's whatever. You know, you can call me Soft Cloud.
I'll just call you Crow.
Just don't call you Soft Cronus, right? All right. What would Soft Cloud be doing?
You know, he's just walking around, enjoying life. You know, just trying to make sure no one's in desperate need of help. You know, just enjoying life. You know, walking around. You know, walking around past, enjoying nature. You know, being happy.
All right. Val, what would she be doing?
If we're walking through a woods, she would definitely be talking to any little creature that came across her path and just talking to them and making sure the forest is okay. and just skipping through wildflowers.
Would my character know your character?
Probably not. She tends to not stay in one place for very long, and she tends to stay away from towns.
All right. Well, so my character's walking through the woods. He's come back with the shopping.
Okay. They
Um,
may run across each other, but
Maybe.
she's new to these woods, probably.
All right. He says, "Hello there. You're new around here, aren't you?"
Whoa, hold on there,
Oh,
Scott.
sorry.
Hold on, Scott. We're not live yet. All right. Is it Lilac?
Lilac. Yeah.
Lilac. Okay. What would Lilac be doing outside?
She's just kind of looking at things and trying to learn about what's going on around her. She's still kind of new. Doesn't understand the world quite yet.
All right. So wherever you think your character is right now, just picture that in your mind, and then all of a sudden you're gonna see one black feather fall to the ground in front of you.
That would work because he'd be his sister and Serena would be behind him, so that would actually work.
Okay. So you see this black feather, and for those of you in the woods, it might not be nothing out of place. You probably see feathers here and there, lots of birds. But then all of a sudden, you're gonna hear kind of like a wind rustling or whistling, and then a couple more feathers are gonna fall down in front of you.
Yeah, he would say to his sister Serena, he says, "Something's coming. Get back. I'll take the lead." And he pulls out his short sword.
And then all of a sudden, about 1,000 more erupt from the ground at your feet, and you just hear and you black out. As you're blacking out, feathers are kind of swirling and the world's fading, and you black out. When it unfades, you occupy a small island surrounded by a steaming lake. A structure existed here once, but now only battered columns remain. Desiccated vines cover everything in layered, crunchy waves. So they're dried up leaves, and each of you are standing on your own marble block, a couple feet high. So you're kind of sitting, as you're waking up, you're kind of like, they're set in almost like a perfect circle. And each of you are in your own little pedestal. And that's where our adventure begins.
He immediately look around saying, "Lily, Serena, where are you? Are you okay?" That's his first response.
I would say that if somebody was with you before, they're not with you now, and all of a sudden you're seeing 6 other beings that you have never met before.
Are they conscious?
I would say you're all waking up at the same time.
So he just talks to you guys. He says, "Have you seen my sister Lily or my childhood friend Serena? They were with me until mere moments ago." Just in general.
Would my familiar end up following with me?
He's saying this in common, by the way.
What is your familiar?
Raven.
I would say so. Does it like normally stay on your
Yeah.
neck? Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
So maybe it gave you a heads up that something was coming, being a raven. But y'all both wake up at the same time, so you're gonna have them with you.
Okay.
Does it have a name?
Shoe.
Shoe?
Yep.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
All right.
And I actually have an owl. I have a snowy owl as well. So Winter. So would Winter be with me too? Kind of like Shoe?
Yep.
Perfect.
So does anybody else have a familiar?
Well, I thought about playing a warlock when we first started doing this, but I decided against it.
Okay. So, anybody else want to say or do anything?
I'm just going to look around and investigate the general area without getting off the pedestal.
Okay. So without perception check, which is not needed just yet, you're gonna see or notice that the light is dim. It reaches the lake, and there's reflections coming off the lake, and it's like almost like white reflection. So as you start to look around, there's going to be granite walls that stretch up thousands of feet, and the lake area is hundreds of yards wide. Once we get a little bit into it, I'm going to show you a picture where it'll kind of give you a visual reference. So basically, you're on a little island surrounded by water with marble-like sides all the way around. Kind of like a big cavern that with really tall walls. So there's dim light, reaches the lake. The terrain next to the island, there's going to be mud. It clings to the island shore. As far as the sounds, you can hear small waterfalls spilling out from the cliffs of the walls. But there is some vegetation on the cliffs, and the air, you can smell that it's hot, it's thick, and there's just something off about it, about the air. And that's what I'll give you to start.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
How high are we off the ground?
Oh, about 3 feet.
Okay.
As you start to look around without doing any investigations, I mean, you'll still see some ancient architecture, and some a little bit further out will be some statues. Yes, Scott.
Can I do an Arcana or a history check on this to see if I know what they're from?
Once you get off your pedestal and and start looking around, yeah.
All right.
Can I like kind of come out of my stupor and kind of like look dumbfounded, because I was in the market and I see feathers and I wake up and I'm in a completely different space. I'm kind of just generally looking around, and can I cast light on my shield to give me more light to see if I see anything general around of other than the mud and the vegetation?
Sure. You're kind of like in a almost like under a pavilion type pagoda, if that makes sense.
Yes, I actually know what those are. They're beautiful. Wish I could see one in real life.
So you can also see the lake's vapors cling to its surface, thinning as they rise. Cliffs float on the mist all around. You're basically in a titanic cavern. It's huge. The sun glints on granite creases in the distant roof. Arches, bridges, and other architectural fragments hang in vines between you and the morning glow. A skirt of bubbling mud surrounds your island. Beyond mud and beneath the mist, the lake looks clear as glass. Through it, you glimpse a fantastic submerged city.
Ooh.
I'm gonna hop off my pedestal.
All right.
Not even gonna look, just gonna hop off.
Can we see each other, or do we?
Yes, you can see each other. So it might be a good time to get to know one another. Say, hey.
Oh, hello, who's over there?
Hi. Hi, I am me. Who are you?
I'm Cronus. Where are we?
I was about to ask you the same question. Have you seen my sister? She's my twin. She looks like me, or a red-haired girl, perhaps?
No, I was just walking around and enjoying life, and then I black out. And I wake up and I'm here. I see 6 other people around, and I don't know where I'm at.
I was walking back from shopping with my sister and Serena, and we were heading back to the woods, and then all of a sudden there was black feathers. I pushed them back, and I went to it, and now I'm here, wherever here is.
Yeah, I saw pretty much the same thing. I saw feathers, and we're in the town square, which is very funny. And then here we are.
I think we might have been summoned by someone or something.
Are
Um,
there any black feathers on our pedestals or anything?
It kind of looks like when you were when you seen them the first time. So kind of like the same thing. They'll be scattered all about.
I'm gonna pick up one of the feathers and try to just figure out what kind of feather it is from what kind of creature.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried the same thing. It's like these are responsible for me ending up here.
Give me a nature check.
All of us?
No, just Bella.
All right.
20?
Ooh, nice.
Is that a nat 20?
No.
Still great.
I would say that you would know what it's from, especially your familiar.
Oh.
You think, to the best of your knowledge, that it is a raven queen.
Oh my God.
Well,
Thank you,
he's
Brett. This is the first time I've ever encountered the Raven Queen. I can't wait to see what happens.
while he's picking up the feather, Lilac, you jump down, right? So if I'm next to you, I'm gonna go, wait, I don't think you should do that as you jump.
Nothing happens by jumping off the pedestal.
Okay, never mind. Good idea. And then I'm gonna hop down too.
Can I get?
Lilac's gonna look at her and go, "You're kind of jumpy. Is that normal?"
Yeah, pretty normal.
I'm Lilac, by the way, and she's gonna hold out her hand.
I'm gonna hold out my hand and I'm gonna say, I'm Valix, but no one really calls me that. So you can just call me Val. And this is Winter. And then Winter can swoop in and land on your shoulder.
She's gonna look at it like, nice thing? What is this?
That's my snowy owl. I don't know. I woke up one day and she just kind of follows me around now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Sometimes she's really good about going up really high and scouting things. So I think I'm gonna send her that way. And I'm gonna tell Winter to take a look up high.
We'll get to Winter in a minute. What would Gilmus and Piper be doing? Gilmus, go ahead first, then Piper.
She is kind of confused because she was reading the book and then all of a sudden she is in a different place and she sees different people in front of her. So she is going to step down from the pedestal and look around and investigate.
All right. And Piper.
He would then feel safe with the unknown because he is not used to this kind of thing, and with his rogue instinct, he gonna like jump off the pedestal and at least find some place to hide, at least until he know what happening.
Okay. So there's some columns and stuff like that that you can hide behind until you get your bearings and your courage. So who wanted to do the checks?
I got a pretty good perception score, but I'll go if no one else wants to.
Give me a history check.
A history check? Sure.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wrong button. I don't have any modifiers in it since history is an intelligence-based score, but here we go. That is a 16.
Okay. So I told you they had some statues there. So the muscular proportions and the sharp abstractions in these statues lack natural reference and have been out of elvish fashion for many thousands of years.
Yeah, Wolfric just turns to Cronus. He says, "Hey, what's your name? I'm sorry."
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm Cronus.
Hey, Cronus. There's something off with these statues. They don't look right for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're kind of on the same mystery boat. You guys, give me like 10 minutes. I can cast detect magic and see if anything I catch anything from that.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to check the stars to see if I can figure out where we are.
You said stars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, look, trying to see where the constellations are.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of check that would be. I guess nature.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get it because the sides taper towards the top and it's a couple thousand feet up. So it might distort your view.
I will be right back. I have to step away.
Okay.
That is an 18, Brett. Do I know where we are by looking at the stars?
No.
Man, that's a high DC. Okay, next.
No. Gilmus, give me a nature check. You said you were going to be looking around, correct?
Yes. Okay.
Let's see those physical dice roll.
It's really bad. I roll a 4.
Which ones are you using?
The real
The
ones?
metal one.
Oh, the metal ones. Oh man.
Yeah.
A couple more like that and they go in jail.
Yeah, really. I bought some new ones today and 2 books. So yeah, you're not able to figure anything out just as of yet. As far as that vegetation, where you're at, it's kind of dried up leaves and they kind of crack and make noise as you're walking, and every now and then you'll see like a scorpion or centipede hit the ground
Are
here
they
and
the
there.
small scorpions or the big ones? Because the big ones aren't poisonous, but the small ones are.
All kind of little creatures, just randomly every couple of seconds, just hitting the ground around you.
Like falling?
Yes.
You know, if like somebody gets stung by a scorpion right here and now, that's probably going to be character death.
If I detect anything with detect magic?
You detect something, but you can't tell if it is magic.
So it's an unknown magic. That's neat.
Relay that to everybody who's around. I feel something, but can't tell if it's magic or not.
At that point, Rolfric says these statues are of elven design, but of a style that's long since been out of style and possibly ancient.
Look religious in nature of any type, or
That would be for a job for the cleric.
So picture in your mind like old Roman statues, but in elven form. So they might have. Does somebody want to go get a closer look?
Yeah, well,
I could
Yeah.
take a closer look.
yeah.
Likewise.
Yep, I'm following behind.
How big are these statues?
Pretty big, like 10
Do I
to
got to
15
climb
feet,
it? How big? 8 feet, you said?
like 10 15 feet.
Okay, I was worried that I was going to have to climb them up to see what they were made to see them. It's like, I don't want to do that because there's nothing that says they'll stay on the pedestals.
Right. Give me 1 second.
Do I see them going towards the statue, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm
And
gonna
as
follow them.
as they start to walk and go towards the statues, Piper, give me a perception check, please.
Okay,
I'll put my passive perception up.
that is gonna be 23.
23. Damn.
In a campaign log, yes.
Okay.
Passive perception is a 16.
So, with that awesome perception of yours, does the satire have increased perception, like with hearing or senses?
Oh, no. We just got a mighty leap or something. We just jumped very high.
Okay. So with that high perception that you have, you're going to notice that there is a swarm of centipedes forming in the vines right where you're
Mm.
hiding.
Okay, just gonna jump out like, oof, that's jump like a scare bunny.
Are you going to stay where you're hiding, or would you like to tactically relocate?
Yeah, I want to jump out. I don't think that's safe.
Okay. So as you do that, you can kind of see the swarm kind of settle down and go back in the vines. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to hit your home. And he just gonna walk and following the order. How is the tree around here look? Do they have like a branch?
so it's more like vines. If they do have twigs in them, they're real small where you're at. So so you can see old vines that crumple, and you start to see new vines grow, almost like vines are growing and then dying in front of your eyes.
That is trippy.
That we're seeing the circle
That
of life
is-
in real time.
Not
Oh, that
not,
is weird.
not real quick, but when you first open your eyes, you can stuff that was green is turning brown, and some new stuff is forming.
I say to the crowd, has anybody seen this before in their life?
Like, guy says, "What are you talking about?" And then he's looking. What is going on there?
And I'll say I've seen plagues and droughts come through forests and affect them, but nothing this fast ever. I've never seen it happen even this quickly. Maybe that's the magic you're sensing, is something in the earth or the vines themselves.
Does anybody in the party have is it a herbalism kit?
I think I might, but I have to check.
I do.
Would you like to use that?
Yes. I've actually never used it before. So yes. How does one use an herbalist kit?
So you can take a sample, just like a chemist would, and do your herbal checks. I don't know. Play it out. Role play it out. Tell us how you would use your kit.
Sweet.
I've
Okay.
never used it.
And it was just a package deal. That's what I got in the Happy Meal.
You got one too?
No, I was just saying that's what she would say.
Pretty much. Okay, yeah. So I'll pull out my vials and a little scraper, and I'll just scrape some of the top scrapings into a little vial. And then I'll let me share what I can do with it. And then what I'll do is I'll take the vine I scraped some stuff off of, and then I'll just try and cut a little section and try and pick it up and take a look and see what the inside of it looks like, if it like drips anything or has any kind of gunk in it.
So you'd have like bottles or vials or stuff like that in your kit?
I think so.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a nature check. Oh, I got you.
I can do that.
The whole time she's doing this, Lilac's just watching her like the way kids watch people, like grown-ups doing something, like, what?
Kind of 7.
7. You get the feeling that, well, first you see as you put it in the jar, your little clipping,
Mm-hmm.
it's continuing to grow.
Oh,
And what your experience would tell you is that, hey, this, well, for one thing, this isn't natural, and it probably doesn't belong in here. And that's what you can get.
Okay.
So that is some valuable information.
Yeah, I will shout. This stuff is weird. It's growing. It's not dying. It's just growing, and I'm gonna dump it out of the vial before it like can grow out of the vial.
was she fast enough to pull that off?
Yeah, she's good. She's good. It didn't try to attack her or anything.
Okay. Good to know.
Well, at least that piece anyway.
Fair.
So we've got people checking the statues. You know that there's movement in the vines. Give me a second, and I'm going to kind of throw up the overall picture to kind of give you reference. And like I was telling, Charlie, in the beginning before y'all showed up, this is a complex first starter. And if I get lost in it, that's what's going on. I'm trying to figure it out too. So just bear with me. But we'll make it happen.
And while this is happening, Gilman is just standing maybe like 5 feet behind everybody and not saying anything.
Okay, so let me bring this up with the okay. All right. Can y'all see my little happy hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no, I can't see your hand. Sorry.
Well, you can see that little dot where it says starting island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you can see. And this whole black outline, that's the side of this cavern that you're in. That's the black line is a couple of 1,000 feet high. and around the island is 10 to 15 feet of mud, and then that clear water. Um, and this line is significant in a second, and that kind of gives you a reference. I know it's kind of hard to explain, but
So we are where the starting island dot is at then.
Yep.
Okay.
You are here.
Can't see that the peninsula thing, right? We're just at the dot.
correct. Yes, you're at the dot, and until you start exploring the edges of the island, you can't see out that far yet because of the fog and the mist coming off the lake.
Then I would say, so do you guys want to kind of like start exploring different parts of the place? So we'll go in like teams of 2 or 3, so we're not alone. And
He's splitting the group already.
Don't you know you never split the party? Keep those clerics in the back, keep the fighters hale and hearty. If you haven't looked up that song, it's great. Try it.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
I mean, all we're seeing is centipedes growing up. We see things agitated by our presence, statues. We're here for a reason.
Are you saying that? Is your character saying that, or are you?
Yeah, my character's saying that.
Character says, I don't care what our reasoning is. My sister's seriously ill. I have to get home and make sure she's all right.
So, would you say that everybody in the group would be searching the island for clues per se?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, everybody roll me a straight 20.
Grade 20. All right.
And tell me what you rolled, and I will tell you what you can see and discover.
Then
Oh, that is a nat 20.
can I give myself guidance?
Yep.
I got a nat 22.
Damn.
I got a 4.
I got
got
a 15.
18.
We'll even that out. I got a natural 1.
Ooh.
I got a 16.
2 nat 20s, a 1, 4, 16,
I got a 15.
15,
I got 18.
18.
Oh,
For the most part, good, except those 2 that are not really good at discovering new and strange things yet.
Lilac's just looking around for the owl, like where to go.
Yeah. So with those roles and your abilities, so you would see that towards that line that I was referring to, it's actually the top of an old wall covered in vines, and it heads out into the lake. You already know that there's a submerged what did I call it in the beginning?
City.
Submerged city, yes. Thank you.
How submerged is it? Is it actually underwater or is it flooded?
So what I just told you about the old wall, so the wall is the top of like the wall of the city. And that wall is only a couple of feet above the water line. Everything else is submerged. There were 2 little plateau islands to the north, but you don't know what's in the water yet and how far it is.
Here's a question. Lilac being made out of metal, would she know, like, can she go in the water or can she not go in the water?
How are you going to get out? That's the real question.
Yeah.
So you'll figure it out at some point. But so like you have that wall, As y'all start to look around the water's edge, if it will, y'all gonna start to see small bones lying scattered around the island.
I'd like to do a nature check on these bones.
Yeah.
Or medical. No,
There's
medical.
also going to be some. I don't like to say this word. Carapaces. Carapaces. But if you look it up, it's actually the shells of crustaceans or turtle shells, stuff like that.
Neat. Can we get a horn out of one of these shells?
A horn?
Yeah, like a conch shell horn.
There's no seashells. They're all. They're not going to be any seashells. They're more of little underwater creatures. And you will see that they're bugs. There's several small green scales on the water's edge. And you do find some crusty silver coins. So if somebody would like to write that down, 250 crusty silver coins.
I'd like to do a history check on these coins, see if I can determine how old they are. Can I do that?
You can, but I won't have their exact date. You just know that they've been there for quite a long time.
All right.
If you look at the structures beneath all the rubble, there's some arcane patterns that are inscribed in it.
Okay. My character says, "Hey, we got any magic historian studies here? Somebody who like majored in magic and stuff? I majored in punching things."
Yes, I'll go study the arcane markings.
Okay. And the one last thing that y'all find, 7 turquoise discs with a coiling dragon on one side and an elf on the other are wedged into crevices.
Look like they would come out if someone pulled on them, or are they kind of just loose?
Give me, who would like to give me, actually we got 7 people. So let's have 7 strength checks.
All right.
Okay.
Straight up strength?
Yep.
Hang on.
I'm using Mage Hand. I don't want to touch it.
I rolled a 17.
Well,
All right.
So that's your roll plus your strength mod, right?
Yeah, I got a 6. That's not enough.
So you should just be able to do your strength dice on your character sheet.
Okay. Yep.
What do you want me to roll for the Mage Hand? Just a D20?
Yeah. That's fine.
we're all still pretty close to each other, right? Within like arm's length.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's like a group effort here. So Lilac pulled one out. I only see 3 rolls. Am I missing? something?
I got an 8, so I probably did not.
I got a
Oh.
6.
Oh, is that not enough? Okay. Sorry, I thought
okay.
that 18 was good enough.
I got a
That
19.
is, yeah, that is a 14. Strength is not my good stat.
Still a little better than me.
So Piper's got one. Val, you said you had a 19?
19. Sorry, I switched to physical dice because I got natural 1 on the computer dice. So
Fair enough.
my physical dice.
So Piper grabbed one and Val's got one. Gilmus, did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Sorry.
Old, but I don't see. All I see is customs. I can't remember which one. Strength.
It should say strength, but Belad did it for Mage Hand.
Fred, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I roll an unarmed strike to try and dislodge the coin since I failed the strength check?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I mean,
You
are
gonna
we
punch it?
trying to open a door because it's locked or something?
He's just trying to get these coins unwedged.
Does a modified 12 on the dice dislodge that coin?
Are you punching it?
I'm punching the rock it's in, trying to knock it loose.
Okay.
I can also try a thief tool if it's gonna like pluck it out.
Sure. I mean, if you've got some type of tools.
Yeah, because I got an expertise on this tool, is gonna be another +4, but it doesn't have a roll in here, so it's just gonna lower D20. That is not. I'm a terrible roll.
Does a 12 dislodge that coin?
Yeah, you're good. So if anybody else wants to try anything to get
well,
those remaining coins out, role play it out if you want to get one of those.
Because I can't pull it out. Plan B, and he just like wham.
Is it
Okay,
pronounced
try it out.
Gilms?
Yes.
So
I'm
then,
gonna
can I take my
see the-
warhammer and take both hands and start swing at it same way? I saw that one kind of pop out.
Sure. Don't miss.
Got our aggression on the rocks. This is great.
I had a 15.
I'm just raising a brow watching people attack rocks.
Yeah.
Wait, wondering
I'm
why
gonna
I'm with
step
these
away
people.
because I
gonna
don't
see
want
it.
my thief tool to get damaged.
Gonna see
After
that she's having
Wolfric gets the
issues,
coin out, Wolfric
and I
says,
just
"Yeah,
want to try to
I
rip it out for her.
Quick question: this coin what are this coin made of?
Let me get back to it. Hold on.
I rolled a non-natural 20 to help her pull hers out.
There you go. You can
So I'm
help
just
each other.
Gonna hand it to her.
Yeah.
Here you go.
How many
very
are we
much.
missing?
Could you pull mine out too when you get a chance?
Punch it out." He said, "Well, yeah,
Of course.
punch it out for you."
Thank you.
Piper, it's made of turquoise disc.
Gonna
Mhm.
go pull his out for him too.
And if he does, and if you aren't successful, I will punch it out of the rock.
Again, a non-natural 20.
Nice.
She's not
Wolfric-
smart, but she's strong.
Yeah, Wolfric's score intelligence is only a 10. He's got pretty good wisdom, but his intelligence is really bad.
I'm gonna have to check your dice.
I'm using D&D Beyond.
I'm gonna have to check your program. Good job.
So did we get all 7 of them out? I think now.
I think so.
Yeah, my guy was an Isekai. He's an Isekai, so he says, "Almighty Shenron, come out and grant our wish." Does anything happen since we have 7 of these coins?
No.
Well, it was
There's a-
worth a
You didn't,
try.
you didn't
It's
say
worth a try.
you didn't say peas and carrots.
No, I was using the Earth Dragon summoning from Dragon Ball Z. My character lived in our world before he died and was reborn here.
So you found all those things. You know, a wall juts out to the west, and it goes somewhere. And you're close.
What was the arcane marks on the wall?
You're not able to decipher them because it's too complex at the moment.
Lost magic. My guy's just like loving the sound of this. He says, 7 magical items, now lost magic. I thought this stuff wasn't around in this world.
Something is definitely off. What would y'all like to do at this point? Because you see some You know you can't really stay there because you got creepy crawlies around you. You didn't really get to look at the mud yet or the water. What would y'all like to do or say?
All right. My character walks up to the water. How clear is it?
It's crystal clear, but 10 to 15 feet of mud before you get to the water line.
He says, I don't trust that. There's a thing called quicksand. Don't enter that.
So, as you look at the mud, it's just filled with worms. Creepy, crawly little worms.
I'm not
I
going
wanna-
in that.
I want to poke the mud with my javelin.
I'm gonna.
Were you one of those kids that just stuck a stick in an ant pile and swirled it around and then threw it?
As a kid, we used to light those on fire.
You're horrible. We never did
It
that.
wasn't me, it was my dad. He has a war with ants and he used to pour gasoline down it and then light it on fire and you can just watch the little smoke clouds come up in the yard.
I'd
That is not a good thing.
use gas, but I never lit it, so I just kind of went, kill the grass kind of stuff. But anywho, so yeah, you poke the stick. I mean, you poke the mud with your javelin. Yeah, I mean they're kind of like stir around for a second, but then they just go back to doing what they're doing.
So nothing like grabs onto it or anything.
Nope.
As you say that, a squid face monstrosity rises from the depths and just glares at you.
Nope.
I'm gonna look at the random bones that are on the ground and see if I can figure out what kind of creature it came from.
Is there any
I'll
way
assist
we
with
can
that.
moving toward from this?
Charlie, I'll assist
Oh,
you with that. So roll with advantage.
What?
I'll assist you with that. So roll with advantage.
Okay. I don't know. What do you want me to roll?
Okay, sorry, I'll get back there. Give me a nature check, please.
With advantage, because I'm helping you.
Nine.
What is it?
A nine. I
Nine?
wrote a 1 and a 4.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, you could tell that they're from a small creature, but you can't identify it.
I think these are from an animal, guys.
Let's have the druid check it out with their nature check.
Actually, my medicine's way higher.
What about if I give you some guidance? I mean, what
I-
about if I
I-
give you some guidance?
I can guidance myself there too, but
Alright.
yeah.
Is there meat on the bones, or are they just straight bones?
Straight bones.
Okay, then I don't care.
Can I check that too?
Yes.
I want to check if there is a way out, a way to go from here. Are we in like a dead end or what?
I would say that you can assume that you either got to go through mud and water or go on the wall at this point.
Do we have to go
On
through
the
any mud
wall?
to get to the wall?
Say again.
Do you have to go through any mud to get to the wall?
It actually connects to the island.
I'm with Piper. I think we should take the wall.
It's
How
covered.
wide is the top of this wall?
So are we continuing with the bones or?
Yeah, I'll do a medicine check on them this time, though. See if I can determine what happened to them.
Okay.
Do I have to roll perception to see how high is the
Modified
wall?
21. What does my medicine check tell me?
They are bones and scales of kobolds. And
I
they
share that with the party. It's like, hey, whatever's here killed a lot of kobolds.
seem to be resistant to acid.
He points that out too. Oh, by the way, acid doesn't work on them, so everything else goes. He relays that to the entire party.
Piper, to your question, The wall is 3 feet high above the water line. If that was your question. And getting back to, can somebody give me an intelligence check on the coins? I know somebody asked about it, but give me a intelligence check.
My intelligence is 0.
Yeah, mine too.
Who's got the highest intelligence of the group?
22.
20.
That's what you
I
rolled?
rolled a 22. I mean,
All right.
Hey,
So
I got a quick question before we go on.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or are our rolls not coming up correctly in the chat?
Oh no, you have to be on
Um,
your character sheet, or you won't gonna see them.
No, I'm saying like if I roll something, let's say I roll insight right now, so I got an 8 plus, so it should say 13. But if I look at the thing on the chat log, it only shows 8 when I roll. It doesn't add the modifier.
you're doing custom roll. Click on the
No,
actual.
I'm clicking on the actual skills.
Are you clicking on?
There's mine.
See, that was a 20.
Yeah, those are all staying custom still.
But so if I do that on D&D Beyond, that's what I get. If I do it from my phone,
I kind
Yeah.
of see what he means.
So
Because,
this
like,
is-
if I roll, my 20s were a 17 plus 3, and for me, it doesn't show the plus 3. It just shows the 20 when you go into the game log.
yeah, if I do it
Like
from my
both-
phone, it shows the modifiers. But if I do it on D&D Beyond, it just shows just straight rolls and as custom.
So how do we troubleshoot this?
Mine only does it when I hit roll, I hit what dice, and then I hit the plus whatever 5 on the side. Is it the order you're clicking things in?
Insight check on that one.
Right.
What if it's because I have the widget, the add-on thing?
Yeah, I'm curious. Let me turn mine off and see if that does anything.
Because
Yeah,
when,
you know,
when you
Where
rolled
do I
that,
turn it off?
just rolled a 14 the last time. Well, that's all it shows. But you said you rolled a 20, right? So you got plus 6.
For what?
Whatever you rolled last.
I don't know. I randomly just started clicking buttons.
yeah.
That's how I
So
figure stuff out. So you give me the manual. It's like, yep, can't understand it, and I just start pressing buttons.
yeah. So we'll take a 5 or 10 minute, however long it takes to figure this out. So if you got to go get your snacks or use the restroom, now's the time to do it while we.
I'll be right back then.
All right, I'm gonna get some of my soda. I need to actually get away from soda. I'm drinking too much of it. But now I need it.
Because yeah, I'm seeing a mix of the correct roles and custom roles, but I don't know. Could it be that you had D&D Beyond up twice?
Oh, because I just opened up my
That
phone.
shouldn't do it.
Um,
Yeah, I'm curious if it's the Beyond 20.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Well, remember, there's a way to turn it off.
I'm gonna use the head real quick.
Okay. So I think I figured it out. I don't know how to turn
Okay.
it back on. So if you just click on it up top, it just comes up and it says you want to turn it off. So now if I roll, just check whatever this performance. I rolled a 13, so it should show up as 15. Does.
Where does it ask if you want to turn it off?
As soon as you clicked on the roll 20 thing up top, it was the first thing that says turn on or turn off.
Oh, okay.
Now I got to find it for my other game. but that'll be Monday's
Yeah,
problem.
I just clicked on it and clicked manage.
Yeah, that would manage and then it go to off. But now that looks like
Yep,
Yeah.
it's working now.
7 plus 3, there's a 10. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's weird.
yeah, and if you okay. Yeah, so it's just because we were using Beyond 20. I mean, yeah, Beyond 20, which I'm guessing just does weird things because it's meant to bring the logs into Roll 20.
Yeah. How do you get that back though?
If you click on the extension button on the top right and click Manage Extensions, you could just click on the little tab that says on and off.
Okay.
So what's going on with the dice roller?
So
We were using Beyond 20 and it was causing it to, because it wants to mirror the information onto Row 20. It was causing an issue with not giving the full information on just the D&D Beyond sheet.
So now if I, let's say, insight. So my dice is 3. Why didn't that? Oh, that's a 14 plus 3. It should be 17.
The animal handling, yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just beyond 20 is
What
making it
was
wonky.
the issue?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you mean clicking the dice that says Beyond 20?
We have the the extension.
So we just disabled the Beyond 20 extension and it
And-
solved the issue.
So just for my knowledge, how do you do that?
Well, if you
On the top right, do you see the little like puzzle button?
On a character sheet?
No, like on Chrome or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
If you click on that and you go to manage extensions, you can just turn it on and off.
Oh, okay. I got you.
because this is more for like roll 20 or Foundry or something like that, where
Yeah.
it sends that roll over. And since we're not using that, I think it's just taking straight rolls.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right, let me get back to where we were.
Sorry, I mean, I didn't mean to break up the crowd, but it was frustrating because I know I rolled a little bit higher and it wasn't showing up. So
Right.
So does anybody else have that issue that's not resolved yet?
Mine was showing up with the modifiers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you want.
All right. Back here.
But yeah, I think you asked for an intelligence roll, and then we ran into this.
Okay. So would your roll have made it?
I 21, so I hope.
Excuse me.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. What were you checking?
the wall, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember you asked about an intelligence roll and who had the highest
You were
roll.
looking at the coins
Oh,
that we just
point.
pulled from the
Okay.
wall.
Okay,
Thank you.
gotcha. Let me get back to that page. Okay, so those coins that y'all found when y'all were digging about, they are dwarven, but the kingdom is unknown. And the turquoise disc are clearly elven, but even elves have never seen anything like them.
This is like the ancient elves, the eldest ones, and so on. From the first age.
Could be.
Is that a Tolkien reference?
I believe it is. There's the first age,
Yeah.
the second age, and there's the third age, and the fourth age was beginning when the story started.
Does anybody have a jeweler's toolkit?
Mm.
I don't believe anyone did. It's like one of the many rares used
Yeah.
tool.
Okay.
I have Smith's tools, if that would help.
Unless you want to smash them. Never know. All right. So
Let's say our only way out here is over the wall, right?
well, to actually walk on the wall.
Does it look like the wall can support us, or do we have to go like one at a time?
It's the city wall, so it's sturdy, but kind of like the same type of vines that were near y'all to the beginning. That's what's covering the top. So it's one of those things where you can't stay in one place for too long.
Is there like does there look like there's kind of like landings in between? Like
There might be some I'm gonna say like what would you call those little edges that jut out between wall?
Catwalk.
Yeah. Um, not necessarily a catwalk, but more like a capper to hold two sections together. Like a little pylon or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a engineer, but something like that. That I would say that you could probably go one full movement and then stand up to get off the vines, if that makes sense.
Yeah, let's just, I mean, if we're gonna stuck here and that mud doesn't seem safe, we have to try this way. Piper is gonna use her what does it call that lower part of a goat?
Oops.
Oh yeah, the hood. She can jump around 8 feet, so I think that should be enough to get on the wall.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll a dex? That is gonna be a 22. I think that should be enough.
You don't have to jump on it to start, so you should be good to get on it.
Okay.
So
If that, yeah, if I have to roll a dex check or dex save, please, you can tell me right away. But that 22 should be good enough.
yeah. So
Okay. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I have a question about a spell question. So DM question. I have frostbite as a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
If I cast it like can I cast it on the vines to like freeze them and or kill them? It says you cause numbing frost to form on one creature that you see within range. I didn't know if those counted as a creature.
Maybe Charlie, what do you think? Does it?
I would say yeah, because the as long as it's a target, like creatures are also subjectable to like objects, so like a door, vines, chests. If it will have an effect is completely different. But
I think I can make a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you have a ray of frost, right, or frostbite, why don't you just use it on the mud or the water to just instantly stop the worm and walk over it?
Yeah, that's also what I was thinking. But like I said, I just wanted to make sure that like it was gonna work the way I thought it was. But that makes sense.
Because
if
the spell gonna specific anything a fire spell like firebolt is gonna burn down the wine instantly if anyone have them, and a frost spell is cold damage is gonna freeze the water. If we're gonna talk about terminology, I'm so sorry, but yeah, that should do it. That's nice. Go for it.
Yeah, it was the first. I haven't ever had this cantrip before, so I was just interesting. But yeah, I thought if we get on the wall and we start to somebody falls off or like slips or falls on the wall, I thought maybe I can put a little platform down and keep them from falling in the water, or we can, because a cantrip I can cast it as many times as I want, right? So I can make a little ice bridge if we wanted to do that instead of the wall, or maybe like put a little ice bridge next to the wall, just
somewhere in the middle. So
I just want to bring something to the group's attention. I point at crap. Lilac, are you the Iron Forge?
Yes, I am.
I point at her. I don't think she's gonna walk on ice very well. She looks pretty heavy. No offense.
I
And
mean, I
I'm
am
going to just hover over
294 pounds.
whatever. So
So, what, I mean, frost. I mean, that's not, go ahead and read it. Or do you know, Charlie, will that, if you got open water, will it actually form ice over a certain range?
one of them does. Let me figure out which one.
Because I want to make the correct ruling on this.
Yeah, sorry. It was just like I
Okay.
said, I haven't tried the spell
But
before.
I-
and I just wanted to-
The
I mean,
the
that's how you
first-
figure things out, right? Just try it.
the first part of your question though is like creature, because I was thinking if y'all encounter a swarm, you count the swarm as a whole, so it should stop the swarm if it
That's good.
hits.
to know.
I don't think it would do enough to actually freeze the water for it to like it will cause it to like crystallize a little.
Yeah, crust
But
over.
shape water actually specifically states you freeze the water provided that no creatures are in it, and you can do 5 square feet at a time. So
Okay.
I'd imagine
Which
it
is-
would frost some, but then not enough for a subjectable dance. So just like a cold, chilly night, just like a frost on the water.
Yeah, so it wouldn't form a platform, but it would work to use on the wall if you choose to. Just be advised that you will be going first.
Oh darn! Shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That makes sense. Alright.
Does
Okay,
the
so
wall-
let's.
That
Oh,
was,
sorry, you go first.
Does the wall look like it could support 300 pounds? Okay. 'Cause that's
Okay.
all we need is her getting up there and it crumbling beneath her.
No, it's kind of, I mean, they're stone. It's a stone wall that's kind of been taken over by these vines. So you're gonna have something living and breathing on top of a solid object. So if that makes sense.
Okay.
You said there's like little bugs. Is there like rodents anywhere nearby, like a mouse or anything?
Where are you? Are y'all still on the water's edge?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just looking for like a small creature that's a little bigger than a bug.
you'll definitely hear movement, but until you're up on it, you won't know.
All right. Is there like a larger size bug, like at least? What I'm trying to do is I'm going to pick something up, a creature like a
Right.
fish or a crab or something,
Right.
and put it on the vines and see if the vines attack it.
Okay.
So I'm just going to use Mage Hand and pick up random thing, and I'm going to drop it in where the mud with all the worms is and see what the worms in the mud do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the mud, as I said before, it's not. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Well,
So the mud, it's not dangerously thick unless you're a bug. And
yeah, I was just curious if like
Yeah.
the worms are going to like carnivorously try to eat me.
as far as you can tell, that they're not aggressive with movement in the mud. So what did you throw?
Bug, something.
Okay. So whatever the weight is, almost like quicksand,
Okay.
it just kind of slowly sinks and the worms just go over and settle.
I'm just gonna make a disgusted face and be like, yeah, you guys have fun walking in that.
Walking and walking on the wall.
It can be waded through with effort.
Okay. Let's just because since Piper is on the wall already, what did he saw on the other side of the wall? Is there anything, any town, any civilization?
So are you gonna just jump up there and scout and look, and then come back and tell the rest of the group?
Yes,
Okay.
you said the wall is 3 feet high, right? I don't think I
Right.
have to jump back. I can just tell them.
Yeah. But if y'all gonna walk the wall, you're gonna have to do a
Yeah,
marching order. But
Since he might be the lightest and highest dex, so I think he should be the one who do the scouting on the wall that possibly might break at any time.
okay, I'll let y'all work that out. Who wants to go first? But as you look on the wall, you just see that there's water on the other side, so it's just a mirror image, and you can see
Oh,
as far as you can. So it's just water on both sides of the wall, which is probably, I'd say, at the most 3 foot wide, but
okay.
hundreds of feet long.
The wall is 100 feet long.
Hundreds, plural.
Oh,
And as you jump up there, you can start feeling some little legs crawling on your little hoofs. Would you like to stay there?
I turn and look around to see what trying to grab my leg.
All right. Yeah, some little microscopic little bugs and wigglies, but nothing tried to bite you.
Okay. I'm gonna jump back and ask everyone. This wall is a long journey. If we're gonna take it, it's gonna maybe like 100 of feet long, but both sides is water, like mass amount of water. What do you guys think? Where should we go?
Anybody have rope? Roll for casks.
I mean, do we really have another option? There's, we're on an island. Looks like that's kind of like the only thing that we can do right now, right? I don't see any other options.
Yeah, I think most of the adventurer kit have a rope around 50 feet. If we're gonna tie each other together, just in case some of us fall, we can hold them back.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, roping together.
Yeah. So if somebody slips,
really
we
good
can hold them
idea.
back. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's only a matter of what order we go in to go. But I think we gotta go. Can't stay on this island.
What time of day is it?
It's still daylight, so I'm gonna say afternoonish.
Okay. Just
So-
making sure we still have plenty of day.
Yeah. You got enough light coming through, and I'll let you know if you're getting closer to dusk. But I'd say you have a few hours for sure.
But if you guys want, we could travel in a single formation, and I'll just hover around you guys if either of you guys need help.
Yeah, I think we should rope
Oh.
ourselves together. and go across the
Looking
pile.
looking at the wall, is there any way to like climb onto the wall and jump into the water where the underwater city is without touching the mud?
If you jump straight from the wall, yes, but y'all haven't investigated the water itself to see if that's actually a good idea.
Ominous.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
Yeah.
Chaotic stupid, let's go.
And just throwing this out there, I can't swim.
It's the first game. I mean, come on, I'm trying to help you out.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I was
Soft
wondering.
Cloud, you would like sink, wouldn't you? You have really heavy armor on, don't you?
I'm gonna say that as y'all are figuring out the marching order, and y'all get close to the water's edge and the wall, you can start smelling the vapors of the water, and it's
Oh,
just
that is it.
How bad is it?
Yeah, is it like
Yeah.
methane?
Yeah, I mean, it's very unpleasant.
I think I'm sorry as I said it, but we have two familiar in the group, right?
What?
Mhm.
Two
Familiars, yeah.
familiar.
Yeah.
One
Um,
is 11 and one is
Sacrificial
an
pawns,
owl.
I
Why
get
don't
it.
we just use them to scout for us?
Yeah. Val, you had said that yours went up.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, Winter would have flown up pretty high just to so she could see the whole island that we're on. And
So
then
how does that work with familiars? Do you just automatically see what they see? Or do you have to come
You
back to
could
report?
lose your consciousness and see through their eyes and telepathically communicate to them up to 100 feet.
200 feet.
I thought it
100
was
feet.
you don't lose consciousness. It's you lose all your senses. Like
Yeah,
you can't
well,
hear or
yeah,
see.
that's what I mean. Like, you close your eyes, you
Okay.
can't hear. Like, you can still feel if somebody touches you, but you can't see, you can't hear. You could smell, but I mean,
Yeah, all your senses are through your familiar, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
so
That
mine
owl
is
has
not a familiar. Just to
Or is
Yours
just a
is
pet?
not?
mine is a beast companion. Mine is not magical in nature.
So,
oh
I'll
so
send Shu up and see what I can see through his eyes.
okay.
yes. So,
So-
yeah, it's not familiar. You cannot see through time. I'm sorry.
No,
Just
but they
go-
can come. They can come back, and I can. Yeah, I can command them, and then they can tell, like, kind of talk to me and tell me what they see.
I was just gonna say you can actually communicate with animals, correct?
You would
Mhm.
have to wait for them to come back and report it.
Are you are you a ranger? I didn't know.
Druid.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking you got a Beastmaster that have pet companion or something because I never played a ranger class before.
She's like the female Beastmaster. That was a good movie. He had the two ferrets. And throw them out and go get his stuff. So yeah, so
Yeah.
shoes up and flying, and it's a boy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna follow it westbound and follow the wall and get as far as he can go, and relay to you that he sees the wall continue, um, and he could see one of those other islands that were smaller in statue, off to his right, which y'all seen on that first map, but it's surrounded by water.
And I'm going to relay this information as I'm looking through his eyes and just
So how far did you say he can go? Or
he could go unlimited distance, but I could only communicate to him up to 100 feet. So I'm just going to have him do like a perimeter search 100 feet around.
all right, so yeah, 100 feet of more wall.
Oh.
Ooh.
Looks like we need to just start going, because whatever ate these things, I don't want to be here for, and I'm assuming it's from the water.
Probably timed. So a certain part of the day it'll probably expose itself. So it's not here now. So
My
Yeah.
guess it's nocturnal, so
Yeah.
I don't want to camp at the water's edge.
yeah, the longer we wait, the greater the chance we'll see it. So
I just want to check, make sure that everyone has ration and water, skin,
Yeah.
because we don't know how long that wall is gonna be. If someone pick a beginner starting item that does not have a ration, now is a time that we have to share. Some of us.
I know I have.
Yeah, we usually have 10 ration in each
Yeah.
starting item, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple food.
I'm good
Okay.
too.
I'm gonna bring out the rope, and I suggest everyone did too. We're gonna tie it together. Let's do this. We can do this.
Guys together.
I'm not gonna get tied off. I'm just going to circle around you guys. And
Well,
if
okay.
any of you guys need help, I'll try to
Let's
help.
fly, right?
Yeah, I can fly. Can't swim, but can fly.
So if you
So
can,
do
if you can
you want
fly,
me to go first and try and frost some of these smaller creatures, or do you think that's not worth it?
Yeah, I mean, if it's just bugs, I'm not worried about it. But I'm not stepping on them, so.
They almost just seemed like they were just curious of what's going on. Didn't seem like they were violent yet.
if you fly, how much can you lift or carry?
Same as what I can. I just can't do it in anything heavier than light armor.
Pretty much just self.
So not another person.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably carry somebody, but I'm pretty weak, so I can't.
was
Bat
curious
like
if there was
wings
a-
sprouting from your shoulders, 30 feet. Wow, I'm not wearing heavy armor.
All right, so what you're saying is you're going to carry Lilac over?
No, no, I'm not. If one of you guys were like a little halfling, maybe. But,
Who-
I'm a half elf monk. Could you carry me?
no.
Since I am the
Maybe-
heaviest, do we
Yeah.
want to put me in the middle so I can catch anybody who
Yes,
Let's-
that would be nice. Not it just because you can catch us, but because both sides can catch you too.
Yeah, we don't want you on the end.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look down and see how deep the water appears.
Let
It's pretty.
What is our marching order anyway? I mean, beside the person who can fly, the rest of us has to.
Kind of want a sandwich, like have the lightest people on the far end and then heavier coming in.
What
Something like
about
that.
the one with highest what do you call it? Perception on the front.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have the one who can fly. That should be our benefit. But having the one with highest perception is nice.
Yeah.
My perception is a 16, I believe. Let me check to be sure.
Water's deep. I'd say 40 to 50 feet.
Yeah, I'm just looking very disgusted at the water. Yeah.
And there is a slight bit of mud against the wall, but not 10 to 15 feet for it. So you might have at the most 5 foot of mud on both sides of the wall.
Okay. So the first one to go is our critic.
it
Oh,
like-
no.
Think
Which
of it
one?
like a floating mud, but it's just like attached to the vines.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. Just want the marching order to be finalized.
Did y'all decide?
I can be at the back. I'm a pretty light guy, and my armor class, because of how monks work, is actually 18. That'd be pretty good rear guard.
How about y'all put it in the chat if that'll help y'all out and put like front, middle, back, put preferences.
All right, Wolfric, rear guard.
Yeah, I've got pretty high perception. I got a +5 on perception, so I can go first. And then if somebody with a little bit better dex wants to go behind me, that's probably not a bad call.
I would suggest that anyone with a high enough strength should be next to Lilac for obvious reason. If you're gonna do a strength check to like pull her back,
I mean,
we need someone with high strength.
I
We
got a
don't
s-
want to miss out.
I got a 16 for strength.
Yeah, you should
We go
stay with
second?
Lilac. Protect our wall force.
Yeah.
My passive perception is 13, and then my strength it's +0. So it's not good.
Passive perception is Wolfric's is 16 for his passive perception.
Okay, who
Mine's a
got the
12.
16? Who got a 16 perception?
I got a passive perception of 16.
My passive is 15.
Ah.
Same.
So, Wolfric.
Maybe you should go in the
Let's-
back.
That's what I was
Yes.
thinking. I don't want something to sneak up on us.
Are you gonna walk backwards to watch
No,
the
he was
rear?
he was rear guard to begin with. That's my preferred position in the marching order right now.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
As they're deciding this, I'm just going to start reading.
Wizards, man. Gotta read the books.
Oh, yeah, and if you were reading a book before the bird took you away, you don't have that book with you.
Oh,
So you
do I
can
still have
read-
my spell book?
Yeah,
Okay, then I'm just going to study my spell book.
okay.
Out of
You can
boredom.
read your book in real life, but if you were reading Nancy Drew, it's not worth
Okay, that Nancy Drew is nice. Wolfric said again, do you want to go last or do you want to go first?
I want to go last, he says.
Okay, because I got a 15 perception, so I could go last or first. Either is fine with me. If you want to go last, I will go first. Our second could be another front line. So who got that 16 strength again?
I got 16.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Lilac and Soft Cloud are both at 16.
Yes, so soft cloud. Oh, sorry, soft cloud should flying above us.
Well,
I'm,
that's Bailey.
Bowled's above.
Oh, sorry, I thought
Oh,
that
so you don't
Tempest
even
killing
have
is
to
the
walk
one
on the
against.
wall?
Yeah, no, I don't want to touch.
Look at
That.
you.
Okay, so soft cloud will be our second, and lilac will be our third, which means lilac will be in the middle, and soft cloud can catch her if anything go wrong. Our
Okay.
fourth can be Gimmicks. Are you okay to be our fourth? Because you are our sorceress, and if anything go wrong, your range attack will do just fine in the fourth position.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. And the fifth will be Walex, right? Walex, no?
Yep.
Okay, you will be our fifth. That's nice. And the last one will be our monk. Okay, go. We can do this.
I never run.
Are
I'm
we
sorry,
tied
I'm not
together?
tired. Yes,
Are we
we are
tied
tied.
together?
Yes, we
We
are tied together.
If we fall, we fall together.
Yeah.
So, all right, so if you could write down that order in chat for me, so I can write it down on my end, so you don't have to say it.
Okay.
So is how far apart are y'all tying each other?
I would say
5 feet, maybe?
I was thinking.
yeah, 5 feet should be nice.
Yeah.
The first.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be bossy guy. I just want the position to be done. I'm so sorry.
You're okay.
It's going to take a few sessions for everybody to learn how to work in one cohesive group.
Say was fourth.
Our sorceress, Gilmis.
Gilmis.
I'm so sorry, I pronounced your name wrong.
It's okay. It's just a random name.
yeah, yeah. I just remember the name from DD Beyond 2. It's easier that way.
I
you
think
put
Okay,
it-
that should.
that's the correct order, right?
Actually, the lilac should be in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm
switch her
hovering above
position.
lilac.
So
Yeah,
what
we need
you guys talked about?
manpower to protect her. Okay, go. We can do this.
You can hover indefinitely.
Yeah.
Can you only go a certain height, or how does that work?
No.
So lilac is third instead of second.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. When we get on the wall, Lilac is gonna take her javelin and poke the water, though.
Fair.
All
That's-
right.
Makes sense.
Guys, we'll make sure if we do fall, it's not gonna it's not acid or something. It's not gonna eat us.
Oh, okay, I thought you were poking the
When
wall.
we do start, I'm going to cast mage armor.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
poke
when I
the
play
water,
a
make sure
wizard,
it's
I always
okay.
that mage armor is gonna last 8 hours. So when I'm a wizard, I always spend at least one spell slot in the morning.
Billy, why does that not?
Okay, let's say we are on the wall and start marching. What do we have to roll from here? Like,
Choices, choices, choices. Okay, so we got six on the wall, tied to each other, 5 foot apart, correct? And
Yes.
Belad is hovering above.
Yes.
Are you right above the group?
Yeah, just
Or a little-
maybe a couple feet above Lilac. I don't know how tall she is.
Lilac is, hold on, 6'9". She's a big girl. I had to roll to see how tall and how heavy she is. She's pretty big.
yes. Our plan here is if one of us fail a deck save to stay on the wall, two between them will come do a strength check, right? And the next one will give help
Combined
action, so
strength
that
check,
advantage
yeah.
should definitely keep us alive.
Yeah.
We are like really
The
scared.
first time
and
somebody
we have to-
falls, that both players roll a nat 1.
Then everybody goes, all right, roll up a new sheet.
I don't know. We
Yeah.
may survive. If there's a current, we might be pumped out like you hear about people getting sucked through dams and surviving and living to tell the tale.
All right. So we are getting started on the wall. Piper, you're first, and you're going to notice that stepping on it. Well, you would have noticed when you jumped on and jumped off. It's going to be difficult terrain, so your movement is going to be cut down, which will cut your movement half movement.
Mine is 55 feet, but I should consider myself 50 feet as same as other because we were walking together.
So who is everybody else at 30, more or less?
Yeah.
So just call it as 30, and if it's difficult terrain, 15 is fine. It's just
Yeah.
gonna turtle walk this thing.
Okay,
So,
so
except for Charlie's character, who's just flying and therefore doesn't deal with difficult terrain.
Yeah, but I'm moving with your group.
All right.
so let me pull up the log because I'm going to need it.
I can feel it. The combat is coming.
You can feel what? My
In the air
kids-
tonight. Oh. So hold on.
My kids used to say when they were younger, I can feel it in my nuggets. I'm like, what?
I'm going to use Arcane Recovery too, since there's no reason not to.
Arcane what?
Recovery. So I get back
It's
the first level spell that I just used.
Yes, it's a wizard class feature. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Is that a spell?
No, it's a
No.
feature.
It's a feature. So
Yeah.
you can use that once a day. or-
Once per long rest.
Okay.
So since it yeah,
That's
might
all.
as well use it now because there's no point not to.
All right. So you'll get on the wall and everybody's trying to get their bearings, squishy and trying to figure out how to stay up. And Lilac uses her javelin, right?
Yep.
poke
my
the water.
javelin.
Do you smell the javelin after you poke the water?
At first I'm just gonna put it in to see if anything eats it or anything looks wrong. We're not smelling things yet. Actually,
Well,
oh no, we're not smelling anything yet.
if you do gonna do that, you have to put your javelin out and not drag it in, otherwise you're gonna get it full of mud and worms.
Right.
So just kind of poke out, and yeah. So nothing attacks the stick or your javelin. Nothing comes up to the surface. You just again get maybe a more potent wafting of these vapors because you stirred it up.
Yeah, how
Chaotic
bad-
stupid. She doesn't know any better. She's gonna smell it.
Do you like maybe turn your javelin to somebody else and say, "Hey, what does it smell like?"
Nope, she's not smart enough to do that. She's gonna smell it.
That's nice.
She's interested in everything, so
Brave enough. I mean, okay. So group takes off, going 15 steps at a time. Tell me before we start, does anything stop you, or do you want to get across as fast as you can?
Isn't that like the DM decision?
I don't think we wouldn't be like running, but we're trying to.
Would there
We're
be
not trying
any,
to be stealthy.
would,
Yeah.
Like, are we
well,
trying to be stealthy?
let me rephrase it.
Oh,
Would there be any reason for y'all to stop moving?
If something
Eh.
moves in the water, I'm gonna stop.
or if we see like another humanoid creature.
Okay.
or someone in the
Nothing.
group need to pee.
You gonna stop
I'm
and
just-
pee on the wall?
I mean, we have to be realistic, right? And beside Lilac.
If you stop to go number one or number two, something's gonna happen. I can tell you that.
I mean, beside Lilac, the rest of us have to do something eventually.
All right. Everybody.
Yeah, but beside that, we're gonna walk.
All right. Everybody give me a dex saving throw.
Saving throw?
See?
Oh, good. Right off the bat.
Who?
Yeah,
7?
Modified
Next
19 for Wolfric.
Fuck's sake.
Ooh.
Oh no!
13.
Okay, so that's everybody.
That have to roll.
All right. So right off the bat, Lilac goes in the water.
Baloosh.
Can two people beside her do a strength check to pull her back?
Give me who's gonna do it?
Yes, that would be me.
Okay.
Items like make sure you combine strength check,
because-
not separate. Yeah, roll strength checks and combine them.
Yeah, because he rolled strength check. I am next to him. I'm gonna give him a help action.
I
Is
got a
that
5.
with the help action, do you get advantage?
Get her a what?
Cronus is next to Lilac. Like when she falls, he's gonna do a strength check to pull her back, and I am next to Cronus, so I'm gonna help him pull her back. So that should be help action, right?
Yes.
Roll with
So you
advantage.
get advantage. Roll again. Yes, that is my plan. We should do
Oh, much
this.
better.
We have to help her.
Seeing
Well,
this
a little
happen,
better.
I'm going to try to avoid the oncoming splash of water.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we got a 12. What was the
12.
other strength?
5.
Yeah, you get her up.
Ooh.
You might have
Ooh.
a. So, how would you pull her up? Just by the two hands?
Yeah. Gripped, hugged on to what I could, and then just pulled up with Piper as helping me as much as he could,
Okay.
Did-
Yeah. So I would say from your waist down, you've got a nice slosh of mud and worms on you.
I'm gonna script. Anyone got precipitation?
I'm gonna
Oh, I do. I
Yeah.
have actually.
off to.
Cast is on her right now.
I'm going to
Oh,
cast.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and
Thank
Jazzy
you.
are gonna. Yeah. I'm looking very disgusted while I'm doing this, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not having a good time.
Personally, the reason why I prefer precipitation above terminology or druid carve is the fact that it can clean stuff. That
Mhm.
is so good.
Yeah, I don't like worms too, so I'm just gonna like.
Yeah. I'm
So do you scrape them off? Okay.
Yeah.
After
course.
this, I'm gonna use Mage Hand and just kind of pat Lilac on the head.
There, little one, young one.
Okay.
Hey, it looked kind of cute, but it's the same time.
Is it only Dex to stay on, or could we use our athletics to try to
Well,
stay
let
on?
me, no, it's Dex, but I don't
Okay.
know if it should have been. Tell me if I'm wrong, Charlie. Should have been a Dex save or just a Dex check?
You could have done acrobatics,
Okay.
which,
So-
which is still a dex save, but if you have the skill also, it would help a little.
Does anybody have acrobatics
Let me check.
proficiency?
My acrobatic equal to Dex
No.
save, so it's now different.
I have a +4 to it.
Okay.
Want me to roll?
If
Um,
anybody has proficiency in acrobatics, is Scott the only one?
I only have a +4. And I'm not proficient in it. It's just because of the modifier I have for my deck.
Well, that's the same thing as just a dex roll. Then
Alright.
I'm gonna look down and be like, well, like you could try to like baby crawl on 4s. That might help.
Okay.
That
Okay.
acrobatics check is a 17, by the way.
Okay. I was just checking to make sure for the next round. I don't want to cheat anybody if they can have proficiency in staying on the wall. So we're good. So as y'all are pulling her up, you do hear some things moving underneath your feet, but you don't see anything just yet.
So when I was in the water, did it feel like normal water, or
It tingles unpleasantly.
okay?
Sizzling.
I'm gonna look at the group, and the water's tingly. I don't that
And
ah.
as you say that to the group, go ahead and take away 1 hit point.
Oh, the water hurts.
Yeah. So we don't want to go in here.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to try to scoop up some of the water, and then I'm gonna kind of like poke at it with my small knife and see if it's acidic or anything.
Okay. At the moment, it doesn't do anything to it.
Okay.
At the moment.
And this is the side that the city is submerged in, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are there still mud and worms by us?
Yeah, at least 5 foot. So, you know,
I'm gonna just drop the water then on the worms and see if it does anything to the worms.
it does not.
Okay.
Okay.
Because they're living on top of it. So,
Okay.
they have just become attuned to it.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
let's just continue walking.
all right.
I mean, I don't feel Piper gonna say he is not comfortable living on a thin wall like this. That both sides have a disgusting worm and a deadly water.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
You can always take your rope off and go run across and leave your group.
Nope.
And Bella can just go fly away and wait for y'all to come back.
Nope. I'm just watching this happen.
Silently judging from the air.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me another round, folks.
A deck save, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Did
definitely.
worse.
Okay, prepare for strength check.
I did
Okay,
a 6.
Wait. Oh, it's Dex. 20.
20.
Who is
Dirty
Oh.
20.
Uh-oh. I mean, I rolled an 8.
Wow.
yeah, Gilmis has to pull Lilac and I have to pull Cronus, I think.
Oh
Both of us.
no!
So
Ah,
I'm gonna make a backup character.
And I'm gonna help Gillis because I'm there, but I can't help Piper because he's only there to grab him. But I'm gonna help her grab Lilac.
I think Bella is with me. Please help.
So what's going on?
We're all
Cronus
falling.
fall.
Chronos,
I'm
you
gonna
fell?
roll a strength check.
How?
That is an 18. I think I got Cronus back up.
Yeah. Somebody get Lilac back up.
15.
Yep.
That is 9.
Or is it advantage? Or no?
Yeah, I was helping you. You can roll.
Yeah, 15.
Yep. So, all right. So Soft Cloud's got his first batch of worm knees, and Lilac.
Other point.
Yes.
I'm gonna just in disgust start cleaning them again. Like this is
Does take a just everybody step back for a minute. Does anybody have any things that can assist in this situation? As we
I have guidance, so I can at least help her a little. I can at least help Lilac a little bit. I should be able to like lean around and touch her.
I have guidance too, but that won't help on any saves, any deck saves, because that's more of a skill based thing. So,
what is
I
your
have a quick question. I always wonder about this. Is the because Lilac is in Warforged, right? She is resistant to poison damage.
I am
If she's the-
resistant to poison and I'm immune to disease.
Yes. So I just wonder, is that help with the water or not? Because if it's not poison, it's not gonna help.
you're resistant to poison?
Yeah, take half damage is what resistance means.
yeah.
So go ahead and give your hit points back.
Okay.
Oh, so it's a poison.
I have to step
I'll
away
say
for
a
a second.
poison variant. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, because it's time to give our diabetic dog her insulin, and my
Yeah.
mom can't do it tonight, so I'll be right back.
Yeah, when everybody's
Okay.
gotta run off or something, they either just put it in chat. If I don't see it, as long as somebody sees it, or just put up a thing or two, not the middle finger, and we'll place on hold. What do y'all think so far?
It
I know we're not in a place we're supposed to be, and it's an ancient place.
I think this wall is for the birds.
More ways than one.
I don't think we enter this any place the right way. We are not supposed to walk on the wall. There might be a road somewhere else that we haven't found.
It's definitely a unique starting point.
Where's the tavern when starting point?
Y'all want to retcon this and start in a tavern?
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
This was all a dream. Where you wake up from a stupor in the bar in the tavern.
Yeah.
We come too deep to go back.
Hey, I mean, you could be in the bar and hey, there's an adventure of this place. It starts on an island.
One of those stories where it starts in the middle and it kind of goes back to the beginning.
Yeah.
In our Tuesday's game, our characters were basically grabbed by slavers and forced into arena.
So once you said, Charlie, that you had a familiar that was a raven, I was like, did that thing just like look up and say, "Mama"?
All right. How much do you guys know about the Raven Queen?
Depending
In
which
character or
I
out of
mean, the lore around in Dungeons and Dragons for the Raven Queen.
I mean,
Nothing.
if you count that, I like to watch the YouTube channel who do stuff about D&D lore. Is that count?
Kim, what would that be, guys? Just a straight history check?
Yeah.
yeah, or religion. It's a deity, so religion.
Yeah, so religion or so yeah, it's your call. But I think when she gets back, we should all roll to see if we know what summoned us here.
Okay.
One
I
of us
mean-
should get high enough to figure it out. That's my hoping.
Yeah. Out of character, I don't. It's just weird that Raven Queens is the one who summoned us here because she usually in a Shadowfell.
Yeah. Speaking of which, do you know what a group of ravens is called?
Murder.
Nope, that's crows. They're called an unkindness. An unkindness.
An army. Wait, that's frogs.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of interesting lore. So if you guys aren't too tired after the game's over, you should definitely look it up. It's rather fascinating.
Quick question: did anyone hear a rooster noise?
I'm sorry, what?
A rooster
Rooster?
noise. Yes,
Are you saying you got a pet rooster?
not mine, but my neighbor
cool.
had one, and it's really annoying.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right.
Uh,
You've got free food outside your window.
Yes, I
Yeah,
was
just
planning to
grab
make
the
a
shit, yeah, just
nugget
grab
of
the
it one day.
patches. They're not gonna
I'm
mess
back,
with it.
sorry.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm just gonna apologize beforehand if that noise get to any of you. And
No.
I mean, I cannot control it, but if I can, I'm gonna make a nugget of it.
No, we're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Unless you're having a cockfight over there. I mean, that's a different story.
You might hear. I'm in a flight pattern, so when planes come in for landings, you will not hear anything except the plane engine. But fortunately, that hasn't happened yet during a game.
Yeah, I've never heard a plane on your side.
I hear
So-
the rooster.
So go ahead and give me a group religion check.
I'm gonna give myself guidance on top of it.
Yeah, same here.
I'm not be.
I
Guidance.
wrote
Yeah.
a nat one, so
Nat 20.
Now she rolls a 20.
Boy,
Now I do
roll that
good.
thing.
At a 17.
Modified 15.
So maybe Wolfric, but yeah, Lilac, for some reason she knows that the Raven Queen, she's the goddess of fate. And apparently all of y'all were marked by destiny. She scooped you up.
Gonna relay that to the group.
As to why y'all were marked, I don't know. It was just meant to be.
What if we didn't want it to meant to be? What if we want to defy fate?
well, I mean, if
Probably
you want to
something-
defy fate, you could just go swimming. That would ruin her plan.
Oh no, that's suicide. There's a difference.
It's probably something you should take up with her. I don't know. I don't even know how I know this.
Maybe like Lilac could be a fangirl over a goddess.
I think I read it in a book somewhere. I don't know.
Maybe falling in the water helped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe it's like maybe there is a fan fiction bookstore in D&D world, and we'll read about it.
Yep. Cool. Everybody back? Good?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Moving on. So we'll say you know, y'all are 30 feet in. Doing good. Give me another check.
Another what kind of check?
Dex.
All right.
Oh,
I'm just gonna look down and be like,
19.
You
Ah, there
guys
we
are doing
go.
great.
21.
Dex save or Dex check?
Save.
Nice.
yes. Nobody fall this time.
17.
I did. I got a 10.
Oh.
I think you're good. It's not that hard check.
Is that
Is 10
everybody?
pass?
10 passes.
Awesome.
Oh, that's nice.
Alright.
Yes, we did it, guys.
Guys, only got a couple hundred more feet to go. Doing great.
Yeah. What is Belladad? How's he cheering for the group?
I'm half paying attention.
Yes, yes, very good kick. You're even looking.
Yeah.
Periodically, I'm looking up from my spell book and be like, "Oh yeah, you guys are doing great," and I'll move a couple more feet forward.
So, are you flying and reading your book at the same time
Yeah.
as the group is falling into the water?
Yep.
Nice.
But every once in a while, I'm doing like a hand up in the air. Guys are doing great.
There she is.
Sorry, we're having some storms here. They're picking up pretty bad, so I think
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
God bless.
getting a little choppy there. I switched network, so I should be good now.
Well, hopefully everybody stays safe tonight.
Oh, we're done?
No,
Okay, good.
she's in a storm area, so I was just wishing her safety.
Thank you. Yep.
All right. I will give the ominous dominus and grant y'all regular speed.
All of a sudden, movement is so much easier.
Y'all kind of getting the grip of how to move. So I'm gonna say that you improved your posture. So give me another set of rolls, please.
Dex save again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Another Dex will save.
I'm not gonna make it. Bye.
Wow.
Oh,
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 16.
We roll a new character.
I got you, Piper. I'll hold onto his rope and then, grab tight and sling him up, I guess.
I think Lilac and I are both going in though.
No.
Actually, Piper is closest to, or no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Piper's the only one in front of me. Or I'm the only one that can get to him.
Yeah, so with Val, since I know the water doesn't harm me too much, I'm gonna try to like use my body to shield her when I go down, I guess.
Aw, thanks.
So who's still in the water?
I am.
You are again?
Yeah.
You just can't stay away.
She
Well-
just really wants to go swimming.
Yeah.
Well, if you're immune,
Yeah.
you can just
So-
stay in the water.
The question
I
is how
could, but
deep
I'm
is
tied
the
to
water?
the rest of the group and how deep is it? Because I don't think she can swim.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's true.
She's 300 pounds made out of metal.
Yeah, she will sink to the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, there is a campaign where one of my players is a warforged and he swim in the bed at the bottom of the ocean for like 1,000 years, walking around.
After this, Lilac's just gonna buy the little arm floaties.
Come with pontoons. And I turn around, I'm like, look, just because it's not hurting you, just because it's not hurting you that much doesn't mean you have to keep dipping your toes into the water.
Guys, you know what's going to be really funny is at the end of this, if there's a boat.
Gives me a great
You can-
idea, Charlie.
I mean,
We coulda burned
we
that
had
boat.
rope. We
Put the
could have
boat-
made a boat.
With rope?
There were trees around us.
Oh, I didn't think there was trees.
Well, vines
They're more
Oh,
vines and-
vines. Okay, never mind.
that are full of creatures.
It's fair.
So who's left in the water that we need to get out, or did everybody get out?
I rolled a 6, so unless somebody wants to try and roll strength to keep me from
Is
falling
it-
in the water.
Is it possible for me to like try to pick her up and launch her back onto the wall?
Oh, she's already in.
I'm going to reach down with my staff and try to help her get out.
I'll assist if because I'm beside you, I think.
Give me a dex check.
Who?
Whoever's with the staff.
Ted?
Yep, you get her out. Are you immune to poison or anything?
I am not.
Right. You shall take 1 hit point of damage.
Oh man.
And
He.
Piper.
Yes.
same.
Okay.
You feel that tingling in your hooves.
How far away is the wall from the water? If you're in the water.
5. So you got 5 foot, maybe 5 foot of mud, and then water.
I'm 6'9". I'm just gonna try to like pull myself up onto the wall.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Would it be strength check or athletics?
I try to help her up as well. Grab her hand and
'Cause
help
I'm
her up.
proficient in athletics.
You got to pull yourself up.
Okay, I can do
And
strength.
you're wet. You're wet, and you're covered partially with wormy mud.
A 12?
You're all right.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. I believe this is our last roll. Right? Is
Did
there
you
any more?
Oh, there's plenty.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
I will cast prestidigitation again on you.
I've just given up on cleaning.
Yeah, don't worry about cleaning me.
Wait till the end.
I'll deal with it later. Future lilac problem.
So, if you're not cleaning, would you at least be taking one hand and getting the majority off?
Yes.
Yo, it's scoop and flick.
Okay. All right. Give me another round, please.
Of dex saves?
Yes.
Well, it is.
Nat 20!
Don't screw me. There we go.
As we're doing
There we
this,
go.
I'm just going to tell Shu to go to the end of this wall and come back and let me see what's at the end of it.
Modified 17 for Wolfric.
All right. As you're doing that, soft cloud goes in.
Yeah. Help me, guys. Help me.
We're gonna try to sling them up here.
I got 12.
21.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're back up. That was that was just your check. Lilac pulled you up.
Yeah.
Okay. For expediency, I'll say Shu finally gets to an end in the wall.
What's at the end? Just empty.
Almost like a tower-like feature.
Did you say a tower-like creature?
No, tower.
Okay.
Feature.
Okay.
With a roof.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna relay. Well, to let you guys know, at the end there's a tower. So yeah.
Is the ground still muddy though?
Was the ground still muddy?
Aimed by the tower.
By the tower.
I would say everything that's next to the water before it touches the structure is going to have that same kind of mud feature a little bit.
Yeah, everything's muddy, but the tower's like stone. So yeah.
Okay. No, it's gonna keep walking.
Something
this
to look
point-
forward to.
Lilac is just gonna like look around and yell, Raven Queen, you've brought us here. What are we doing? What do you want?
You get no response.
Okay.
But
I disturbed something and now we're all screwed.
yes, there will be an insect swarm under your feet. And it will get a surprise attack on you. Does an 11 hit?
Nope.
Okay. So you actually see the swarm forming underneath you. Who's behind you?
That is
Gilmis. Val,
Gilmus.
and Wilfric. Wolfric. I wrote that.
And I'm above her.
All right. So
Just above it all, aren't you?
She's in the middle.
So I need, if y'all are going to try and jump over this swarm before it gets a attack on the last three, go ahead and give me a acrobatics check. Gilmus, Val, and Wolfric.
Did you say the frostbite would stop a swarm?
It could.
Can I cast that before I try and jump over? Or do I have time to?
I would say that you may, but somebody already jumped.
Okay, if somebody jumped, we're jumping. No worries.
Yeah. If you'd like to do that next time, just go ahead and say that first before somebody takes an action, maybe.
No
That's
worries.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, acrobatics.
I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Nice. 19.
All right. Who's left? Is that it? Oh, we need Gilmus. Did you roll?
What?
You
Did
got a
roll?
natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Good job. All right. Y'all successfully jump over the swarm, insect swarm. So continuing on, a few more to go, guys. Here's to the end. Dex.
Another one? Okay.
14.
Right. Ooh, nice.
15.
By 20.
10.
You're good. You're good.
Nice.
You're starting to see some bigger holes under your feet, though.
How much bigger?
Rodent size
Like holes in the wall or holes in the vines?
in the vines,
Okay.
but nothing's coming out.
Yet.
Just for reference. We're gonna do 2 more rounds, y'all.
As we're moving along, I'm just gonna ready in action. If something comes out of the hole, I'm just gonna firebolt it.
Okay.
19.
17.
Yeah.
10.
Still good. Damn. All right. Let me get one more. Oh,
16
you good.
for the second one.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, yes.
Come on.
Modified 10.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
I roll a 1, so it's 3 in total.
Oh no.
Oh,
If
well,
this is what you want.
It's all right. Lilac's right next to you.
Yeah, so I'll,
I'll just like pick you up and set you back.
Poison damage.
yep, I'm gonna pick her up. So that is a 6. Ooh, that wasn't that good. Sorry.
Try your luck with me. Maybe you'll have better luck.
It happens.
Oh shoot, you went in too?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Uh, can I try again?
Oh no.
are y'all tired?
We've been
Yeah. Do
falling
you want to
off
try?
and-
You want to try and grab Soft Cloud, and I can try and grab Gil.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
right there.
I'll try to grab Soft Cloud up then.
Let's see.
A 6 again.
Oh my god.
Well, can I try to hoist myself up?
Yep.
Oh.
I got a 17 to grab Gillis.
Okay.
Want me to do a strength check or
Yeah,
10?
that's good enough. Yeah, so you kind of get tired of everybody trying to unsuccessfully get you up, so you just I'll just do it myself.
I got this. Hold up.
All right. So Shu comes back, and are you still hovering?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go in mud.
All right. Good call. So y'all made it to the end after a few dunks. So what's everybody's whoever went in, what's your hit points look like?
So do I take off a point for every time I fell in?
Yes.
7.
I'm at 9.
I'm still at full.
I didn't fall, so I'm still at full.
I'm at 7.
I'm at 8. Okay, so we have reached that tower, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I immediately do a perception check on the tower.
All right.
So we're on a little bit more stable land.
I'm gonna untie the rope from everyone. Like,
Modified 25 on my perception check for this place. What do I perceive?
Hold on 1 second. Let me change maps here.
Yes, let's do this.
All right, so all are right there.
Where we at?
We're calling the wall the bridge, and
Right.
you're right there,
Bunker?
right before the bunker.
All right, so what do I encounter in X bunker? What did I perceive from it?
Well, you're not seeing a bunker yet, so hold on 1 second. I really need my big screens back, but I will next week. And we're all still good for next Thursday, right?
Right.
Yes.
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 No, sorry. That base was for my history class. We're doing a reacting to the past, so we're kind of like reenacting the Mexican Revolution. And I may have tried to overthrow the government yesterday, and one of the people I was like banking on to help back me up in this just got assassinated. So I am screwed.
What? What's going on?
It's my history class. It's a game, but I keep saying it's Mexican Revolution D&D. We're all assigned characters of people who are in the revolution, and then we try to get what our characters' goals are. And I have the power of military, which means I can overthrow a government if I get enough people backing me up. And one of the people I needed to back me up just got assassinated. So tomorrow I'm screwed.
That is exactly like Mexican D&D, like Mexican.
Mhm.
That is hilarious.
Now let me know when you get to the Mexican standoff and this Mexican D&D thing.
Well, I know by the end of tomorrow my character ends up dying anyway in a robbery, so might as well start a commotion before I die.
So why is your character gonna die in a robbery?
Because that's what really happened.
Ah.
In 1915, he was robbed for his horse, and he refused, and they killed him.
So
Sorry.
it's all right. As y'all get to that edge, the arch hits the side of a tower. No landing has existed there in the past, but one has been excavated into crumbling masonry along with steps. Covered in smoking pitch, they climb to a flat roof line. No, no danger to shoes or sandals, but it's enough of a pitch to where bugs won't be on it. So, if it makes kind of sense, you're on the wall, and you just have a little bit to go to get onto a rooftop.
All right, that's where modified 25 perception comes in.
But knowing about the Raven Queen as much as I mysteriously know, would I know that like this might be her place or anything, or am I clueless?
It's within the realm of possibility. I'll leave you with that.
Okay.
So, what do you think the group would like to do?
Oh, if it's safe to do so, a long rest so that people.
Because you're up against the wall in a hard place.
Oh, what? A harm place? Is there a danger over there?
Danger?
No, you said a harm place.
No, hard place.
Hard. It was a pun.
Oh, okay.
It was a pun on words instead of a rock hard place.
Okay.
Is there
sorry.
access to the tower?
As far as you can tell, not on your side. It's either wall, a little bit of wall, or roof.
Jeez.
The side of the tower and the roof line.
Do you guys want to walk around and see if there's an entrance?
Yep.
Yeah. Go
Do
for it.
you want to use your familiar? So
Sure.
we don't take the chance of falling or notifying if there's something here that we're here.
Sure. I send Shu to go around the tower, see if there's any doors, windows, ladders, things.
Okay, so as Shu starts to go up and pretty much gets even with the roof line, you're gonna see another familiar. A black pseudo dragon's gonna appear,
So,
and it's gonna talk.
in common or what language?
It's gonna speak in common.
Okay, good, because I don't think any of us know Draconic.
Yeah, it's gonna speak
Oh,
in
I know
common so everybody can understand. But who has Draconic?
Me.
I gotta check.
Go
If-
for it.
If it needs to go to Draconic, it will.
Nope, no Draconic for me. I have common.
Okay. So, and everybody knows what the pseudo dragon looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I
Yes.
can't see it.
So, it's gonna speak. When legs fall in the stew, she says, we cook and eat them. You are not leg or leaf and didn't fall. What should we do with you?
Let us go. Persuasion check. Why not?
Give us a reward for making it across.
Do all of us see this, or is it just Shu?
She's it's talking to more or less to the group.
Okay, so we all see it. It's not just the familiar.
Right.
If we speak in Draconic, I think Gilmes is gonna be the only one who can talk back.
He
It's
said I was speaking common.
It's in common at the
Oh, okay.
moment. But if you would like to speak in Draconic, Gilman.
I could not
Yeah.
speak in Draconic.
I'm just gonna ask where we are.
You are in a very nice grotto.
Is that what the pseudo dragon says?
Yes.
If you don't know what to do with us, why don't you take us to her and ask? We can ask her.
Who is her?
You said that she. I'm gonna look back at the rest of the group like I'm not tripping, am I?
Familiar to somebody, so somebody's it.
Out of roll. I didn't know if you were asking about the owner or the raven.
Well, the Raven was saying that, she said and then went on. So responding to it, Lilac was saying to take us to her,
Okay. You're asking.
whoever it was talking about.
Okay.
My persuasion check for letting us go was a modified 13, by the way.
To try and find out what.
Like I thought it was going to eat us, so I rolled a persuasion check.
That's
Yeah.
a pseudo dragon. It's not very big.
Yeah, it's not being combative at the moment. So if you're talking about her handler, she's going to tell you that it's Mistress. I'm gonna have to type it because I'm not sure how to say it. It's Oughe. Ogie? What do y'all think?
I have to see it.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm Oughe.
Ogie.
Yes.
What is okay? Is it a name or is it?
She is my master.
Oh, okay.
Where is she at?
She is not here.
Inside check.
Tell me what it is.
Okay. Okay. Hang on.
I'm going to do that as well.
Inside this. Okay.
My insight is awful.
17.
Thanks.
17. She'll tell you that she is close but not far.
Yeah.
Does she have some kind of waiting room we can wait in for her, or is there a welcome basket? Anything?
We'll try to be friendly. Try to be nice.
I love it.
Wolford asked if it was Ogie who summoned us.
She will tell you that her master is a black verdigris dragon.
Black dragons are evil, aren't they?
Charlie, do you know?
Yeah. They're generally chaotic evil.
And what is the verdigris? Is that a
I don't know what verdigris is.
okay? I will have to look that up.
So no waiting room then, nowhere where we can wait for her.
Nobody sees her.
Fair.
All right, can we go then? He says. Also, which way is out of this place?
The only way out is up.
So he just looks up. How high are these walls again?
The walls itself are thousands.
We have been summoned by the Raven Queen. Do you know where she is?
I know she comes and pops in from time to time, and then we get visitors.
Is that what those pencils were falling on the other side of the lake that we had to cross the wall to get to?
Say that question again, Scott. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I said it wrong. I said, is that what those Wolfric asked, is that what those pedestals were that we woke up on and then we crossed the wall to get here? Is that where the summonings end up?
Yes, exactly.
Would you happen to know what she wants with us?
I do not.
What is the city under the poisonous water?
It's home to very unique. It's inhabited by newer people, not people, scratch that. Newer folks. Precisely a type of kobold.
Are they aggressive?
Not to start. If you make them aggressive.
Lilac's gonna try to pet him.
Okay, go for it.
Pet the pseudo dragon?
Yep, Lilac's gonna try to pet the pseudo dragon.
She's gonna be a little apprehensive.
Just give, the back scratches. Lightly, not like digging my metal fingers into it, but like, who's a good pseudo dragon? Kind of thing.
How is your wisdom, Lilac?
Oh, Lilac's not that smart.
Yes,
That's why she's
Yeah.
petting.
Why she's petting the dragon.
Give me a charisma check.
Charisma check?
Okay,
Okay,
that's better.
I can do that.
Yeah, I was afraid you're gonna have to roll animal handling or something.
So
17.
okay.
Oh, nice! You did it.
I'm fine at the moment. What else would the group like to know?
Well, Wolfric goes on to describe the medicine his sister needs and asks the pseudo dragon if they know where it is.
Medicine?
Yeah, remember my character's twin sister is seriously ill and only a rare and expensive medicine can save her? He asked the pseudo dragon if they know of the medicine.
Do you know what the medicine is?
Let's just call it a panacea because that fixes everything in a lot of fantasy settings.
Okay.
Pancea, panacea.
She would probably tell you that she doesn't know, but the mistress might.
How long until your mistress gets back?
No one ever sees her, which is why I talk through me.
How if we wanted to, how would we get into this tower? Is there a safe way?
Oh, you just have to walk across the roof, my girl.
Walk across the what? Sorry.
The roof.
The roof, which means we have to fly, right?
No. The rooftop is, I'd say within 10 feet of reach, so I'm sure y'all can find a way to get up there.
Okay.
Does it seem like we're getting walked into a trap or a more dangerous situation?
Inside check.
Give me an insight check.
All of us or just some of us?
There you go.
Yeah.
Natural
What's
20.
it?
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and do one.
I mean, I got a nat 20, so
Nat 1, modified 7.
Uh,
Nothing.
who got a 20?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's not trying to walk into a trap.
Boom. Hmm.
All right. Well, I guess.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Did the pseudo dragon told us that we could rest in there? This is out of character asking because I'm not sure if I follow.
Are you asking if you can, or are you asking if somebody already asked?
No, this is out of character question. Did the pseudo dragon ever given information that we could rest in the tower?
Not yet.
Okay. Piper is gonna ask if they can rest inside.
Yes, you can, but you have to be careful where you sit.
How's that?
Why is that?
What do you mean by that?
Because,
Eyebrow raised all around the table.
because there are certain things alive in there.
Oh, sure.
Alive?
Yes.
Okay.
But as a group, you can tell that, I mean, she's being friendly and she's not trying to harm you. But you're free to ask more questions if you like.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna break off like a small piece of one of my rations and offer it to her as food.
She will take it and she's gonna be happy. She's gonna say, "My name is X. EKS. X."
Can you say that one more time?
EKS. It's
Okay.
short for give me a second. Mm. Worm Speaker X. I'll have to type that. But she goes by X.
I'm Lilac. It's very nice to meet you.
Do you have any more food?
I do. I'm gonna hand her just a whole ration. The rest of the ration that I was feeding her.
She is going to be quite thankful.
Thing sounds adorable. I'm not gonna lie.
So I'll go ahead and put a picture up, but it's going to be red, but just picture it black. So what would Shu be doing as y'all are seeing this?
Just circling around.
Okay. I mean, she's going to get taken notice. She might be a little bit apprehensive if it's flying around, making sure it's not trying to attack her.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, just for visual reference. Where did it go?
Aw,
So, just like that, but black.
Nice.
so cute.
Yeah, it actually is.
Yeah.
Tiny makes everything cute.
So, and that'll give you the size in relation to a big book. So, that is X.
All right.
Instead of black.
Black, I believe.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
Oh no, you're good. So I'm gonna say, well, thank you for the information. Guys, do you want to untie and maybe go see what's inside, as long as we avoid the living things?
I already untied the rope when we get out of the wall. Quick question to the DM. If we to the group first, do anyone have shape water?
Share water.
Shape water is a
Shape
cantrip.
Oh, shape water.
Yes.
Type. Do me a favor and type your question. I want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly.
Or druid and something else. Bill?
No. The question is not that hard. I just want us to like take the water that were near the wall and make a stair for us to step
Oh,
into that because he said it's 10 feet, right? I mean,
Okay.
unless someone can jump really high, like Piper can, the rest of us gonna like climb the rope. But if we have a stair made out of ice, it's gonna be an easy job for us.
Could Soft Cloud and I just kind of
Yeah.
chuck
Everybody
people?
up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can maybe ask that flying dude to get up there and hold the rope.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Or I could
Yeah?
tie it off to something.
I'll throw the group a bone right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did
Now on, strength check is gonna be a pain.
oh yeah, we'll have to go through that. But does Gilmus want to ask anything in Draconic?
Yeah, Wolfric asks for a book of lore if Eeks can spare one.
If who?
If they can spare if the Stu Dragon can spare one, he asks for a book of lore. He wants to know where he is and figure out the history of the area. So history, my bad, sorry.
Hold on to that for a second, Scott. Did you have Draconic?
No, I do not.
Okay. Go ahead, Justin.
I'm
What
gonna
would
ask
Gilmus like to ask?
if you see anybody around beside us.
Like friendlies or bad guys? What do
Friendly.
There is fighting in the walls.
Fighting in the walls.
Fighting?
Yes, and she's starting to cozy up to you. She kind of leaves Lilac, unfortunately, because you started talking to her in Draconic, and she's kind of snuggling up to you.
That's adorable.
Hmm.
Scratch it behind the ear.
I'm not a cat person, but I can picture what a cat would do around your neck.
I love it.
Did you just pick up a new friend?
Well, it's somebody else's familiar, so I don't think. You never know.
Yeah, they might be dead. In this case, you have another friend, Lilac.
She's gonna say, yeah, that there's been fighting in the grotto walls. Not sure why or who, but she can hear it.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can hear it?
Sure.
I'm looking to determine if it's weapons or magic that we're talking about. That's what the perception check is for.
Tell me what it is.
It is a modified 25.
You don't see or hear anything at the moment. But as you do look up, you can kind of see a little bit more since you're closer, kind of like openings in the wall face at different levels.
I informed the party. Hey, there's some tunnels that just end in the air above our heads. So, eyes up.
Anything else, Gilman?
I know that your owner is somewhere close. Do you mind leading us to her?
Again, no, but I'm sorry, nobody sees her.
And what are you doing here?
Guarding this area. We have pretty flowers in here.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
I relayed a message
interest.
to everyone.
Flowers.
Let's see. Anybody feel like doing a nature check to see what kind of flowers they are?
Well, you're not in there yet.
What kind of flowers are they? Other than pretty flowers.
Special flowers for the mistress. She keeps them alive.
Can you tell us where they're at so we can avoid them as to not upset your mistress?
Right on the other side of that roof, honey.
Oh, that's what she meant by the things that are alive. I bet.
As Anna, I think it's mimics, but in my mind, every piece of furniture is a mimic. So like
Yeah, there's mimics. They're wonderful. It's like, it's a treasure chest. Surprise! It's not.
I'm going to ask if the tower is safe.
The tower is safe unless you try to harm what's in it.
What do you mean, what's in it?
Our little friends.
I'm gonna whisper to to our friend that he said there is a living furniture inside the tower. I think they were alive, but if what he said is true, that means if we did not think bad, they's not gonna attack us.
Unless we try to use it.
It's not furniture, though. I didn't say furniture.
Yeah, I mean, Piper didn't know what it is, but it's just something that is alive.
Gotcha.
your mistress isn't gonna get mad that we're going in this tower, is she?
No. As long as you don't do anything to upset her.
What would upset her?
If you fight with our friends.
What? Sorry, I didn't hear.
If you fight with our friends.
Only if they attack us first, he says.
Your friends won't attack us if we go in, will they?
They are not hostile, but it can be. It's like the group. They want to tip-a-toe, tip-a-toe. It's all good. Charlie, what time you have to bail for work?
4 minutes.
Okay. So
Level up
want
today.
do we want to get on the roof, guys?
I think so. Let's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
climb the rope.
All right.
Is there anywhere for me to tie the rope off to, or am I holding it?
Should be a column somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure you're just gonna have to. As long as you got enough tension on it, they should be able to climb up on their own as long as they can make the strength check.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hold the rope and try to help them up.
Can Lilac and I help push people up?
Sure. We can do
Okay.
the help assist and
And as more people go up, everyone can help other people pull themselves up.
so
I
it's gonna be we'll have to do it like this. And if it's doesn't sound right, Charlie will let me know. So it's gonna have to be a deck save plus a strength check. And you gotta make a 10 on both.
And because they're helping us, do we have advantage on it?
If somebody is helping you, yes,
I
yes on
because I
the,
can jump, I gonna jump up and help him tie the rope. I mean hold the rope for everyone else to climb because I don't need to climb.
you can jump 10 foot up.
Yes, it's around. Let me check. Ratio feet
You're gonna have
around 2 8 feet. Yes, and a normal jumps high. Normal high jump is gonna be 10 feet anyway. So yes.
Okay, so you can jump up there. You just got to give me a deck save not to slide off the roof.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay.
You're fine.
So, okay, that's fine. That's good.
Okay.
And Lilac's gonna be there to like boost everybody up from the bottom.
How are we gonna get Lilac up?
We'll
mean,
all be
she's-
there. We can all hold
She's
the rope.
6'9",
Oh.
so she can like, she's got some height on her.
She's
And we'll
like,
figure it
that's
out.
good.
She's strong.
she's like dunking a basketball. You'll be fine.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, why don't
We'll figure it out.
either Lilac
Yes.
or I will be last, and then we'll help each other up from pull one pull and one jump and push type of thing.
Okay. So who's going first?
But I'm a monk. If I go, I have pretty good dexterity. If I go first, I can help the next person up.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll away.
Okay, so it's a dex check or save.
It's basically falls down to the same thing. So just roll with advantage on both of them.
All right, because if it's a save, I have a +6.
Well, go ahead. Use your save if you got the plus.
Thank God for advantage because my first one was a 9. I got a 16 on my second one.
All right. And then your strength.
What?
Strength.
My strength check? Save, right?
And they get it. He gets advantage because I'm boosting him too, right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. You're fine.
Modified 22.
You're fine. All you need is a 10 on both of them.
All right.
One, so you don't go in the water.
Makes sense.
And the second one is to get on the roof. Who's next?
I'm helping up whoever's next, so.
But I'm gonna have to go so I can get ready for work.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, when you got time, Charlie, just text me your thoughts of tonight and what I can do to improve on my end.
Okay.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep, no problem. Bye, guys.
Have a
Bye.
good night.
Bye. Have a good one.
Good night. Yes.
Good
Since
morning. How does that work?
How does what work?
I have to prepare myself for school to it's 8 o'clock around here.
Skip school, man. Skip school.
I can.
No. Be cool. Stay in school.
Don't do drugs. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck, guys. See you.
See you next week.
Good
Remember
day.
Thursday.
I rolled that weird.
All right. Who's left to get up?
Sorry, guys. I have a midterm tomorrow.
Good
Ooh,
luck.
you got
Midterms are so much fun. You're gonna need all the luck you can get and then some. Doesn't
No,
matter.
it's so fun.
Just roll your saves and get up there.
Yeah, make an intelligence saving throw on that midterm. You'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Bye. Good luck.
I got a 20 on dex and an 18 on strength.
Yep, you're fine. Did Gilmas roll?
no, she did not.
Okay.
But we can look to see on her character sheet what her modifiers would be.
Yeah, and I'll have somebody else.
Yeah, she has a +2 to dex and a +0 to strength saving throws.
Okay.
Uh,
Who's not up?
You can just roll. You can just roll like without it, right? So first is Dex.
Dex and a strength. All right. I think I can. Yeah, I can do that on my end. I think I can. Nope, I can't make the Dex check for her.
Well, what we could do is we can roll a d20 and then just add her modifiers.
All right.
So the dex would be a +2 to whatever you roll.
All right. Modified 10.
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's a 10 plus 2, so modified 12. My bad.
Yeah, and then her strength is a +0, so it'd be just a straight 20.
All right.
With advantage.
Oh my God, it's a 2.
It's with advantage.
Oh
'cause
yeah, she gets advantage because I'm boosting her or soft
Yeah,
climb.
one of us are, you know.
All right, let's hope this is not a double nat 1 scenario. Nope, 19.
Okay, there you go.
Who's left?
It's just the two of us, right?
Yep. Do you want to go first or?
Go first. That's fine.
Well,
Okay.
Go for it.
So Dex first. The first one's a 12, but I want to roll with the advantage because they're helping me just because I can. It's a 13, so it's better. And then my strength. The first one's a 9, but I get advantage because he's helping. And that's a 23.
Nice.
And then I'll,
Is that with all arms and no legs?
yep.
It's a monk, is a druid, right?
Lilac is a barbarian.
Okay. I'm trying to keep everybody straight. It'll take me a while to figure this all out.
All right.
And then I'll put my hand out for him to grab on and try to
Yep.
brute force him up.
14 for Dex. 22 for
Good job.
strength. Crap.
All right.
Woo! We made it.
Everybody is on the roof. And I will not go any further because I want the others to be here.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
you don't know what's on the
Good,
roof.
good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's go around. Can everybody stay a few minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies
Go ahead, Scott.
first. I said ladies. I said ladies first.
Okay. You were a little low. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Must have been leaning back in my chair away from the mic. My apologies.
No, it's all right. So let's go with Val. What do you think of the group start? And what do you think about what I need to do or can do to improve presentation or anything else?
I thought it was great. This place is it's really interesting. I think there's a lot. It seems like there's a lot of possibilities of where to go. So I thought the location and the start was really cool. I think we're all doing pretty good, especially for just, the first time trying to figure it out. So I think that's good. And then overall, pretty good on your end. I didn't have any issues or anything like that. I think it's a pretty good start.
Thank you. Any suggestions on does a platform work for you? Just using the D&D character sheets and Zoom?
Yeah. I mean, I think this worked out pretty well. We had a little bit of an issue with the custom rule thing, but I think we figured that out. It only took us a few minutes to figure out. So.
And does the share screen work okay for you?
Yeah.
So, and we already did that before where, everybody can draw on it if it's a map and stuff like that. So.
I don't know. We didn't try that this time around.
Right.
Oh, we didn't?
Because you're saying you're here and
Okay.
you weren't really saying anything. So I mean, other than you're here. I mean, if we
No, but on the first night that we tried the share screen and you did you go to
right. But I'm just saying tonight when you're like, well, you're at the wall. I mean, I was waiting for you to draw on the picture.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So, wrong button. Okay. So annotate, and you can either use your stamp or drawing tool. And so if I would say, all right, well, the group is here, and you know, this is the roof line.
I can't draw this.
So
Oh, I wonder. Hold on. Sorry, I have a touch screen computer and I have a pen. So I'm wondering if I can. I can.
Oh,
Sorry.
Well, mine's not a touchscreen, so I can't.
So the group's up here, and which is on top of the tower. So this is kind of like a inside of the tower view, if you will. So she's telling you all the stuff, the flowers and whatnot are in this area. So
No, wait a minute.
y'all were doing your little Congo line across.
We're gonna change the color.
And what's good about this, I mean, you can draw or do whatever, and then you can always just hit undo and take your stuff off. Everybody should have a different color.
So is all this area, is this all water in here?
No. It's actually separate from outside the wall, so all your little water is outside that area. So, and
Oh, I like this even better now knowing you can draw on them. I was a little bit late to the first session, so I think I missed this part. But yeah, that makes the maps even better, actually.
Wait. The Fountain of Youth.
don't look at that, Scott.
We don't see that yet.
It could be a fountain of something else.
Ooh.
So I don't see the rest
Yeah.
of the map yet.
That like
No,
you don't see any of this. None of this is here.
yeah, none of that is really there. It's all
I look there and I think I see some things, and then I blink and it's like that
just blacked out, and you're back at the grocery store. It's all been a dream, Scott.
Then I wake back up.
Yeah,
Which is the dream and which is the reality? Can you tell the difference?
yeah.
Do you have a spinning top you can spin, like Inception?
Matt, what do you think?
No, but I did the blue one.
I mean, it's pretty much the same. I mean, I know we had some technical difficulties at the beginning, which kind of glad we worked it out on session 1. Then, been struggling with the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah, and same thing, just I was kind of waiting for us to draw on the maps or keep it up maybe a little bit longer. I mean, was it like a here you are, you're here, and then it's kind of
Right.
quickly type of way. But I mean, that I don't know. Some of that might be just I don't know if that would help more if we kept that up longer, like most of the time.
Okay.
I have a good reference of kind of where we're at. I mean, I know
So-
they're not hugely detailed, but it might help to visualize walking across the wall or what have you.
So
It just occurred to me we should have played Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd when we were on that thing.
yeah, I'm open to suggestions on any way that y'all want to improve our play. So if y'all want to incorporate something, let me know.
I did. I sent you in Messenger on Facebook. It's actually a theme by Adrian von Ziegler called The Sealed Kingdom. When you're describing this place, that song immediately popped into my head, and I sent it to you in the Facebook chat.
Okay. I will look at that in a minute.
Yeah, Adrian von Ziegler has been doing stuff for a long time, and I like almost all of it.
So I'm just throwing up a random map from my other campaign. So
I know that place.
yeah. So how much does that take up on your screen when I put it on it?
It doesn't take up much. It's actually bigger in the alpha campaign than it is here.
I mean, you can adjust how great it is. So I have it set to that, or you can set it to 100.
Yeah, earlier I was 900 so I could see better.
Yeah.
Zoom ratio.
So when I move the rate on my end, it changes on yours.
I don't think
Is
so.
it
I
the
think
share
it's
screen?
person by person.
So
Yeah,
So many features I'm just now learning about.
Because if you're changing it, I'm not seeing it. I think it's by
Okay.
individual.
okay.
I mean,
And does that take up the whole of your screen as far as other people's pictures or
now I
view?
can still see everybody.
yeah, for me, everybody just
move
shifted to
to
the
Zoom
side
now.
over
Yeah.
here. And I
Right,
can
move
still
to Zoom. Yeah.
change, ooh, the view.
But
It
now I
kind of
can't
puts you guys
handle it.
into a pop-out window.
Yeah, so you can change the view. And once you go to annotate, you should be able to save it wherever you want. So if you want to try and do that, so
Oh,
if you want to make your own little notes or see everybody's formation, you can save it to your desktop or wherever, I believe. And for your reference, would that work for you, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, like right now, I see it maybe takes up half the screen, and like I said, I can still see everybody just as fine. So
when it saves it, where does it save it to?
wherever you see, oh,
Well,
your
it said it was
downloads.
saved, but it didn't actually give me a, hold on,
That's a good question.
show in folder. Ha ha. Okay.
So we
It
can
went to
do it.
screenshots.
We can do it either way. If it's something that you don't want to deal with saving, just say, "Hey, Brett, can you leave that up for us?" And that's all you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah, it saves it to wherever you have your Zoom file sent to.
Dad, this
Good.
is the third time I'm using Zoom,
No problem.
so I'm not
Yeah.
entirely sure.
I just
Yeah.
bought a 4 terabyte hard drive just for video files just today. I'm like, let me buy a new one.
Nice. Yeah, the
Just-
only reason I take it off is if I'm trying to get more of a, because it shrinks everybody's picture on my end and throws it on the side.
Yeah.
And I try and, see all as best as I can because I want to see facial expressions. So when I take it away, everybody pops back up big.
I mean,
With
And
that, for me, at the top right
mhm.
of the little pop out it brings of us, I can actually change it to where I see everybody else and it minimizes the screen share.
yeah, it all
I
depends
don't
on
know
if
if it does it for you,
if
but
you have it on gallery or spotlight, it'll change what. Like if you have it on spotlight, it'll show just who's actively talking. If you have gallery, it'll show everything.
Let me see what that does on my end. Just throw up a random map here. So
Oh, it's even better.
That's pretty much the same, about 50-60% of the screen in the middle, and then everybody's off to the side.
yeah, but if you look off to the side for me, it's the very top above my picture. For you, it'd be your picture, but so swap share screen with video, and now it shows up as everybody else.
yeah, so for me, everybody's small screen, and I can just either put them up top or to the side. But I've got the picture in the middle and a bunch of black.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to see what y'all see, and adjust fire. It just takes up a lot of space on my end, but if y'all want to leave it up, that's fine. Just remind me if I don't do it. Now, if I move this bar here, hold on 1 second. Might have it. No. I do side by side. Okay. So now, see, I'm learning as we're doing this. So if I go to the side of the picture, there's a slide bar. And if I move that, then yeah.
There you go. I can adjust to make your pictures bigger and still almost split screen.
Yep, that actually works great.
Yeah, that way I get rid of a lot of dead space.
Yep, and I just by accident hit that slide bar. I was
Yeah,
like, what is this?
I saw that there. I just didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a roll bar, but it was more of a
Yeah.
handle.
Yeah, and I was like, what the frick? God damn it. Okay. So yeah, that'll make perfect sense. So I can, as long as it's not showing stuff that people shouldn't see, Scott, I'll leave it up. I'll just be more cognizant of what I show.
Yeah, I
But
mean, all I can see is just the map and people's faces. I don't see bars. I don't see.
You have to click a note or it won't show up.
click a note.
Yeah.
Oh, annotate.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
I was like, click what note? Yeah, so view options, annotate, then your toolbar should pop back up.
Moving forward, my character is blue.
Well,
That's his color.
I meant like on your end. I don't see anything like that I shouldn't be type of thing.
Oh, I just meant like in general, like that last map that Scott pointed out, Fountain of Youth.
Yeah, I did. I just was like, I wasn't sure where we were, so I do apologize for that. I thought we were in the middle of that thing.
No, it's okay. But normally I would have certain things cropped to where you should only see certain things, but this is the first session.
So you might have to have multiple copies of a map that is only like would essentially like have annotate.
Yeah, my character
like
like
anything on this side would be cropped out, and we would only see like this section. And as we go
Right.
through the door, you'd have another one that opens up like this bar.
Right. Yeah. I just got to do some work on my end to split it apart. It's no big deal. We tried that in the other campaign. Instead of doing a shared screen, do the share part of the screen. But then when I was doing that, people can see stuff on the desktop.
Yeah.
And this is the other thing. Or I'd accidentally close a tab. So this way, and the way that I'm doing it is I'm sharing it or logging in on my phone and sharing it that way. So I'm not messing up my Zoom feed on the laptop.
I
So,
don't remember what exactly it is my friend was using for his campaign, but it's similar to Roll20, but it
Mhm.
gives it more.
Foundry?
Huh?
Is it Foundry?
No, it's. Hold on. I'm pulling up my Discord to try to look at it.
All right,
It
guys,
looks more DM friendly. Like we can't roll on it or anything, but it made the maps that he was showing us better, and like he had more options to crop to where we can't see whatever he didn't want us to see,
mhm.
and it had more leeway for like weird designed rooms and stuff like that. It is. Hold on, trying to go through all the
Pog.
messages. Owl Bear Rodeo
Okay.
is what he uses.
Check
I
that
gotta
out.
go. I'm pretty tired.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where it is where you guys are, but where I am, it's 9:21 p.m. and I try to go to bed around 10 o'clock most
Yeah,
nights.
me too.
Hey, if you got to go, go ahead. I'm just trying to get feedback from y'all and see how y'all thought it
Well,
went.
I had a lot of fun. You don't have to fight to make for a good game.
No.
That wall was a real challenge. It almost bounced several times.
Well, to be honest, it should have been about 500 feet long. But I don't want to be sitting there and throwing deck saves all night.
Thank you.
So I kind of cut it a little bit.
Oh no, after all the deck saves, like man, I'm missing my rogue Genasi I play on Sundays.
And in the meantime, Charlie's just floating over all y'all.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, everyone.
Have a
That's
good
it.
night.
Scott. Yeah, if you got to go, Matt, go ahead and go.
Yep. I'll message you.
I still think it's weird that that extension messes with how it shows up on the screen. As far as it only shows up as like custom role.
Yeah,
I mean, at least it's easy enough to toggle on and off. But
right. Well,
Yeah.
at least y'all figured it out.
yeah, I was like, because when I rolled it on, did it on my phone, what I rolled is what showed up. So that's why I'm like, this is the only thing that's different. So
Right. But there's no extensions on your phone then.
correct.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
what made me think that it was something on this extension. So
Right. So yeah, each game night, I mean, I'll get feedback as best I can from you all and adjust fire to make it things go more smoothly and for the next game. So I'm open to all suggestions.
I love the touch with the pseudo dragon.
Oh, thanks.